Welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
A very good Monday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Thank you everyone for listening across the Edmonton Sports Talk audio streams, which is edmontonsportstalk.com, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Apple Music. For those, I clicked the wrong button there. There we go. For those watching on YouTube or for those listening on podcast, wherever you get your podcast, we graciously appreciate it. Matt Iwanyk with you here, Tom Gazzola, Jasmine Sidhu with you here on the Hangout. Presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada storage experts. More than 2 decades helping Canadians through life transition. Canadian storage provider, be sure to buy Canadian. How's everyone doing on this Monday morning?
Pretty good. Jazzy's doing her Instagram post.
Sorry, I was late today.
Mid-show.
Yeah.
You
okay.
were here earlier than I was. You didn't do your Insta post. It's like a priority.
I'm getting told.
No, I'm just curious why the shush is there. He's saying you
question.
weren't. You were early. You were here.
I'm giving you props.
And you're saying, I want people to know I'm late.
No, just because I left work maybe a little bit earlier to just
that part, okay, that makes sense.
You were here well in time for the show to do your Instagram post, but you were too busy doing this to Benny and his like NFL choices because he is, what do we call him, a baby NFL fan or a novice NFL fan where he's rookie? In that window, rookie NFL fan where he's in that window, he can still slide and choose a different team.
Yeah, I don't know, because I've been on a few shows with Benny. Can't remember when we kind of were discussing it, but we kind of like you get a one-time get out of jail free card, switch my team, but within like 5 years of being a fan.
5, that's a long grace period.
And so that's why I've been saying for the last number of weeks he should just renounce his love of the Dolphins and say he's a full-on, full-fledged free agent, and then just go enjoy the NFL season. Go enjoy some great football, and when it feels right, the team will speak to him.
Yes.
And he'll know, this is my team. Not just his buddy was a Dolphins fan. He went to watch a Dolphins game with his buddy a couple of years ago in his buddy's basement. It's not enough.
That's fair.
And then I disagree with this. I pulled Benny aside to be like, yo, first week of football's done. There's 17 weeks left. You got to get toxic with us. You got to go through the waves of emotions. You got to pick a team. I recommended the Ravens and the Bills, and I respect that he's like, that's too easy, right? And maybe he should just stick with the Bengals because as he said, it's a happy medium.
Joe Cool. I like Joe Burrow. I think
too.
that would be a better choice and more respectable choice than Miami. Sorry, Belsey. Like, I know Belsey's all fins up, but kudos to Belsey because he is going to be with the Dolphins through thick and thin. That's the funny thing about Canadian NFL fans is like you pick a team, but you don't have real attachment to it. Most people don't. Most people just like find a couple players that they like or their dad or mom or their family liked a certain team and they stick with that. Or there's bandwagon fans. Me, we had a home in Arizona. I'm stuck in mediocrity for the existence of the Cardinals in Phoenix. And that's going to be probably the rest of my life. If they ever make it to a Super Bowl again, wow, what a surprise. But so it's funny how fickle it can be in Canada when it comes to NFL fans.
Benny just needs to watch all the football games this year and not have a rooting interest.
He's watched them for the last 2 years.
Who?
Benny, this is his 3rd year.
Of the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I'm saying he should renounce his Dolphins fandom and just watch football this year. Watch all the football.
You think he's watched all the football the last 2 years?
No, because you're focused a little more on your Dolphins. I mean, he knows who he believes he's Dolphins. So he's just watching football, but he's not like doing it as a free agent, as someone who is very much in the pool of, hey, I can maybe see myself supporting this team for the next 70 years. That works. It takes like 90 something.
No, I need him to pick a team. It's time.
Well, the fun thing is Benny can do whatever the hell he wants, and it's not up to
you. It's okay. I'll talk to him after this.
I've talked to him. I'll keep talking to him.
You get out of his ear, okay?
But you're allowed in his ear?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm just trying to help him.
I am too. Legit. I think that like
You're soft parenting him, I feel like.
There's very few opportunities where like as Canadians we get to choose our NFL teams. Like you're born here, if you're a hockey fan, more likely or not, you're going to be an Oiler fan. You're going to be an Elks fan. If you're born in various cities, you're connected to those. Or, I guess the NFL is different. The NFL is you find your own way. Benny should just go find his own way. He needs to go on his own little Aaron Rodgers retreat, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
To find his own way.
I
was brought up this weekend. Somebody brought it up to me. I
Ayahuasca.
forgot. Yeah.
Did anybody watch that Aaron
No.
I didn't finish it.
Rodgers? I got through the first 2 episodes. Fascinating, not surprising. Yawn. I'm enjoying this Cowboys one way more. Way more. Much more. How are you doing after that? Was an epic collapse.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about
That was
this
insane.
game. Let's talk that to the fan first.
Derrick Henry, my goodness. Defense, my goodness.
Probably the best running back in the world.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Because he loses the ball in the most important time of the game.
Yeah, but
That's the best running back?
Man, you cannot blame him when they're doing
Yes, you can.
everything you can. When Lamar Jackson is doing everything he can.
He was terrible on that last possession.
But when does the rest of the team pick it up, for goodness sakes? They
What do you
can't
mean
just
the rest of
carry.
the
They
team?
did everything they could.
You can't fumble that football in that
Can't
moment.
drop that ball.
Yeah, there's a lot of errors that the Ravens made. The touchback, the guy just needs to touch the football. He slides into and just touches the goal line.
Yeah.
The missed extra point was crucial.
Yep.
Yes.
The fact that the 4th and 2 play just goes bouncing into the end zone, and 99 or 100 times that one lands on the turf.
Mm-hmm.
This one ends up being a touchdown. But also, I texted Warren Barris, who is a fan of the Ravens, with me, and he had a bet, by the way. He tweeted this one out. He had a $75 bet on a parlay. All I needed left was the Ravens' money line to win $2,222.
Jeez.
So not only did his team lose, he lost $2,000.
Sorry.
I went with just go for it on that 4th down by the Ravens. They should have went for it. Worst case is the Buffalo Bills are at midfield with the football, but you have timeouts.
Yeah.
So if you give up points, you have more time on the clock for Lamar Jackson to try to march down the field and kick a game-winning field goal yourself or touchdown. Best case, first down, game over. But they punt the ball away, and naturally that defense just lets the Bills march down the field, kill the clock, game over.
Josh Allen, I mean, he was carving through the Ravens' D on that last possession, too. Who was the DB? Was it Alexander? Am I remembering that right? The one that swiped at Buddy's leg on that last play where he had daylight and could have just run.
Yeah, just let him in.
Yeah.
Would have changed things, but also I don't know if he would have went in the end zone or if he would have went down at the 1.
Straddled the
because
line.
players are taught so well nowadays to just go down. I called the Ravens 0-4 to start this season.
Oh, they're off to the right
Check.
start for you.
You know what? That was a freak of a game.
They should have won.
Freak show of a game. They should have won. Josh Allen is outstanding, but he's not going to have that sort of game every game. And it was just bad luck for the Ravens.
He just did it against one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah.
I think he'll be able to have it more times than not.
Yeah.
Against an offense or
prime
defense,
time.
apparently like that. That was supposed to be a great defense.
15 points
Questioning
in
that
4
great
minutes.
defense.
This guy comes when all the fans were leaving.
That was wild.
And this guy delivered. They don't deserve to break a table. I'm telling you
Cost
that.
some money, too.
I love John Harbaugh. I will take a lot for me to ever want him fired. But as a Ravens fan, I have seen them blow many games. And the stats were flying out there yesterday
Yes,
of
they
the
were.
history of double points.
99.1%.
Wow, I saw that one, but then there's also just double-digit leads that the Ravens have blown in the 4th quarter since, I texted it to Warren. Over the last 10 seasons, playoff included, John Harbaugh has 7 double-digit leads blown in the 4th quarter. He's the most. Kyle Shanahan's at 6. So that's why I'm never confident as a Ravens fan. People are always going to me like, "Why Ravens? Like you're always down." It's because of these things. I've seen it. I've seen the double-digit leads get blown time and time again. I am never comfortable with a Ravens game until it's final, and that's why 0-4. The majority of the last 10 seasons they split against the Browns.
I hopped on Play Alberta yesterday and made a couple of bets. Yesterday in that Sunday nighter, I had Zay Flowers for a TD, Henry for a TD, and then just an outright win. I think it was money line. And I'm like, I am laughing right now with a couple of minutes left. I am laughing. I made money today. Not much, but some. And then it just through the fingers, the sand fell. to the earth. And then I feel bad for poor Warren. That's a tough one. And there's probably others out there too that lost a bunch of money on that one.
Yeah.
Maddie, why?
That's what the Ravens do.
Jeez.
This is my team. I'm used to this stuff. It's going to be a bad season coming.
Now I'll just win it all back tonight in the Monday Nighter.
How are you going to win it all
think?
back?
I don't know.
Going on the
Today's
Bears?
going to be a very interesting game. Yeah.
Minnesota Bears?
Yeah, I saw that. I was
Minus
like,
1.5, I believe, was for the Vikings to take this one. And I think the Bears are at home.
yeah, they are.
Now, this is kind of an interesting one as well. Because you got like 2 quarterbacks that are second-year quarterbacks.
Well, McCarthy's not really a second. Officially, he is, but he was completely hurt last year. We've
Yeah,
never
and you
seen him on
coach
the
with the
football
Bears,
field.
right?
Yes.
Who
yeah,
was
Mike
with the
McCarthy's
offensive
there.
line Lions.
That's
By the
right.
way, the Lions game too. Sorry, Dusty. Ugh. They're not good.
It's week 1. Let's take a breather here. Let's
They
not
did play
get
the Packers.
overzealous.
That one's kind of a bit of a snooze.
It's just week 1. So, well, and who was it saying last year or last week? Who was our NFL insider? Said
Mike Garafolo.
Garafolo was like, relax. It's week 1. Don't go crazy. I think Huss was saying it too on the lock shop. You're right. Like sometimes crazy stuff happens, as we witnessed over and over again yesterday. So let that continue tonight, and then we'll settle in for week 2.
I think with the Ravens is just that they really need to move beyond this because it, as rattling as it was for them, they just need to put this behind them, and that is key.
Off.
No,
Be angry.
they need to know they were overall the better team, and that
He's
they.
moving,
But
on
they
beyond
weren't.
it.
I
They
understand.
didn't score more points in the end.
I
Buffalo
understand.
Bills were the better team. Like Chris
Bills
Collinsworth
missed
at one
chances
point.
too.
Yeah, absolutely. But they ultimately played the better full 60-minute game because they found the victory.
They played 60
Like,
minutes.
They finished it off. Like I know Chris Collinsworth at one point was like, "Oh, the Bills really didn't deserve to be in this," or like they didn't really play. No, absolutely they did. They had a great field goal as time expired of the first half. Did a great job with that one throw to get to the sideline and get it. Opening drive was a touchdown. They ended up forcing a fumble with Derrick Henry. They stopped the Bills very much deserved that win. They're a great football team, and Josh Allen played brilliant.
Yes.
Lamar played brilliant.
Yes.
There's a lot of brilliance on both sides.
Sure.
But in the end, the Buffalo Bills were the better football team. Was it by a lot? No. But they were the better football team, and that's why they have a victory.
Did I hear Tirico say they flew Prater in on the red eye from Arizona
Possibly.
really late?
Sounds about right because he went on the practice roster because they thought maybe Bass would be good to go, and then he's been placed on the IR.
Yeah.
So then they had to go with Prater.
And he didn't even know his teammates' names.
Oh wow.
They're like, yeah. Then they're lifting him on their shoulders when he kicked that field goal. That looked like it almost got blocked.
Yeah, I know. At first, it looked like it was coming back down or something. Eh?
Well, it looked like one of the guys on the line
Yeah.
from the Ravens got his hand close, but not close enough.
Nah, not close enough.
It's okay, Matthew.
The 1-4. The 1-4. I've already called this.
You know, did you see that
unreal.
fan that shoved Lamar and then he shoved him back?
Well, the fan was like smoking all the guys on
the
their
helmets.
heads.
Yeah,
like,
which is so inappropriate. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? It's
being a
different.
jackass.
Yeah, exactly. I can understand if you're a Ravens fan because you're actually doing it like out of love or whatever. But this guy, get out of here.
But
he was obviously kicked out.
You're also playing
Yeah,
with
he was.
fire, going that close to the fans in enemy territory. So you're kind of asking for it. And
Oh,
Zay
like the way they were
Flowers was
walking-
also giving them like the wave,
Yeah.
and then he was getting close. Are you waving at me, Matthew?
No, there's a
I saw it.
damn little fly, and I was trying to hopefully grab it. I failed.
I like this. So I think I touched a nerve with like people, Canadian NFL fans, and how they become fans of their NFL teams, even though we don't and never will have an NFL team. Raider Jesse says, I think this is tongue in cheek. Speak for yourself, Tommy. I have a deep-seated, lifelong attachment to the streets of South Central LA. Raider Nation for life, baby. Just win, baby. How about Vegas, Raider Jesse? How about Vegas? It has been a disaster in Vegas.
Big win against New
Yeah,
England
they won.
Patriots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Dave in Section T says, I didn't grow up with cable TV, never became a big NFL fan, but my high school football coach was. He gave me Jerry Kramer's book, Instant Replay, and so the Packers became my team. Oh, God. Someone says, my nipples get hard when I hear Will Fraser. Must be headlights thing. Yeah, well played. And then there was one more I saw that mentioned the Bolins, and that's a good one.
Yep.
This one says, growing up in Edmonton, the Bolin families were huge in Edmonton. That's kind of how I became a Broncos fan. still have members of the family here as well. Yeah, I used to know one of them.
Yeah, and
That's understandable.
School named after them, JJ Bolin.
Yeah.
It's named after someone in the family, if I'm not mistaken.
So if you don't know, he's the former owner. The family was, right?
Yeah, well,
Pat
he passed.
Bolin.
Pat passed.
And they sold it.
Yeah, to the Walton family, who are it's Walmart
I think so.
money. I think it's
Kroenke
Walmart money. No, Stan Kroenke's something else.
Okay.
I think the Walton family's the Walmart money.
I think, okay. Anyway, the Bolins were a prominent family here in Edmonton.
He was a lawyer here.
60s and 70s, I believe.
Yeah.
And then bought the Broncos. And so that one makes sense. Like, that's a true attachment to the city.
Well, I remember there's... I have to double check with JMO if I got this from him or other things, but there's always rumblings of like the NFL coming to Edmonton for a preseason game or something like that, or a regular season game, whatever it might be. And it was always like rumored that like the Broncos would be one of those teams that would be featured,
Right.
because of Pat Bolin's connection to the city. That would be it. Like it was, I think at one point there was a talk of maybe Broncos Packers.
That'd be awesome.
Because there's always, and for Edmonton, there's always going to be that connection to Green Bay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Small market, the colors, the logo, it's just lettering. Like it's all, there's so much similarities between the two.
Yeah. I get it. That would have been cool. They tried doing it in Winnipeg a few years ago and it was a disaster. So
Yeah, well.
did you remember the field? They had to
They had to play with it as like a 80-yard field, 70-yard field or something.
It was ridiculous.
And then they played one in Regina, did they? Or am I misremembering?
I
might be
only remember the
misremembering. I
Winnipeg
think you're
one,
right.
and it was
Yeah,
a
I don't think there
disaster.
was.
But you get some people that's like, I'm a Tennessee fan. Why? I love Jacksonville. How does that
That's
happen?
Rip City. That's Damon Bunting.
Yeah, exactly.
Brendan Clacker.
They're Tennessee fans?
No, Jags fans.
Oh, Jags fans.
What is the? Yeah, like I
Jags
love Carolina. Why?
NHL
Well,
update.
Chuba Hubbard. That's a good Edmonton connection.
It would be now, yeah.
But before you'd be like, I don't get it. Like if you were a Houston Oilers fan when Warren Moon went there,
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah,
I get
exactly.
And the Oilers.
And the
Names,
Oilers.
right?
Yes, that's right. That's what I figured.
There was
They'd
a
be the
double,
ones to come
there's
here.
those type of connections.
But that's like a legitimate, like, oh, okay, I understand that. But
Seattle always makes sense too, because we get
Proximity.
it's like in the afternoon, if you don't pay for the extra NFL channels,
yeah.
you go on TV, you're going to get the Seahawks game. Every weekend, it's, 2:00 window comes, we're going to get Seahawks.
Like I have buddies. One is a diehard Colts fan, but it was all just because of Peyton Manning. Another one's a huge Steelers fan, and I just still don't understand. He's been a Steelers fan. I think it was his dad. It's like, okay, well,
There's plenty of Steeler fans. Plenty.
yeah, but they've been good like
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
They're always competitive. So I don't know. I find it. I get a kick out of listening to people like, oh, I love Tampa. Really?
Like, why?
Why?
I know.
You're from Edmonton.
I love Baltimore.
But I was going to ask.
Baltimore doesn't make a lot of sense, really.
No,
when you
but
think
Okay,
of it.
so we know Tommy's like origin story to why he loves the Cardinals, but like, what's yours to the Ravens? I've never asked you this.
Well, there's a few things that are all work out in the end, but the big one was like, okay, look, when I was 8, 9, when I fell in love with all my teams, they were all championship winners, basically. So as a kid,
So you bandwagoned all the teams? Okay, fair
and then
enough.
I've stuck with them since. But the Ravens won. So the Super Bowl was always right around my birthday, and we'd always have family over for my birthday, and we'd always do it on Super Bowl Sunday. And there was Ravens Giants January of 2001. And I asked my brother, like, who's going to win? And he says, Ravens are going to win. I didn't know anything. So I was like, okay, let's go Ravens. And I cheered on the Ravens that game, and I've been a fan of them ever since.
I appreciate you sticking with them.
Yeah.
And it's almost 30 years now that I'll be a Ravens fan.
Yeah, that's...
Well, 25. But then they had Ray Lewis, they had Ed Reed, and I'm a Miami Hurricanes fan. So there was that pipeline
make
from
sense either.
University of Miami to there.
Why Miami Hurricane?
Same Rose Bowl champs, 2000 national titles.
Okay.
And then I was, is it official? I think it's the 2000 season. Or is it the 2001 season? I can't remember, because then they got screwed in the Fiesta Bowl. I'll never forget watching that game, and I'm pissed I was at Ohio State. That was not pass interference. It was not pass interference. 03 Fiesta Bowl. So yeah, so then it would have been 02 national titles. No, then it would be 01 national title, because then Ohio State would have technically been the 02 at national titles because they won in 03. I think that's how it played out. Willis McGahee's knee got busted up, and it was a great football game, the Fiesta Bowl. It was a great Fiesta Bowl. And so, yeah, for that game in 03, I would have been about to turn 12. No, that's not right. I would have been about to turn, 12. My
Are
math
you
is
sure?
off. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm not sure anymore. But I was a fan already then. But yeah, like I remember that game. I was in my basement. I was pissed. It was an all back and forth game. It was not pass interference.
Get over it.
I'll never get
a
him.
long time ago.
I know.
How about you?
Because of Peyton Manning. I think I've told this story before.
You're
I
like
just
my buddy Justin Dana.
I just
Same thing.
back in the day, a lot like I just never really liked teams that would run the ball, and I loved an exhilarating game when you don't know what's gonna happen and it's being tossed.
Best quarterback.
Yeah, I know, and thanks to him, I like fell in love with the NFL, and yeah, the other things trickled down to like their Jersey stadium and stuff like that too. But I'm a massive Peyton Manning fan, and he's hilarious. He did the opener last night too, right?
Did he?
Yeah, him and his son, and then Eli
Oh.
did the opener for the Sunday Nighter.
Ah.
A little, yeah, little
I think I was
teaser.
doing laundry. Very exciting. Very thrilling day at my place.
But we all have different reasons why we love it. And this is why Benny just needs to watch all the teams
Yeah.
without anything blocking him. And there'll be that one team that is just going to stand above the rest for whatever reason it is. And that's going to be his team. But he needs to just go and start watching football without a care in the world, without a fandom at all. Renounce your Dolphins fandom, Benny. And the next team will speak to you at some point.
I like the conversation this has created because a lot of people texting in Paris Jewelers inbox 780-218-9999 origin stories of your NFL fandom. This one says, I became a Packers fan after Brett Favre started sending out selfies.
That was with the Jets.
Oh,
He was a Jets at the time, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken. Back with flip phones.
Good one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he found, what was her name?
Jenny
Starger?
Starger.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah, there was I think a 30 for 30 I saw on it, or a documentary on it. Maybe it was on Netflix, but her career was basically sewered because she denied shut him down so many times. But he found her on MySpace. Sturger. Bronco Nick obviously likes New England. Says Broncos defense won their game. Walmart, yes. Waltons want to build a new stadium. Old one is less than 25 years old. Loved watching Elway throwing the football in the 80s. Then I saw Terrell Davis hit on special teams. I knew it was forever. Hampton Steve says, I became a Packers fan because when I was little, I didn't understand the difference between CFL and NFL. Often confused the Eskimos and Packers because they had the same colors and similar uniforms. Eventually figured it out and remained a Packers fan because it was the era of Favre. Captain Steve, I also would be like, oh, look, the Eskimos are playing against New England. And my dad's like, no, dum-dum. Two different leagues. This one says, I can understand Jacksonville fans because the Jags with Mark Brunell were a hot team for a minute and new fans gravitate to hot teams. That's a very good point.
Yeah, I remember when the Texans became a football team.
Nate,
That was cool.
The Texans?
Yeah. This was the last time we saw an expansion team in the NFL. It was just cool being like, oh, there's a new team in the NFL. It was awesome.
Isn't it kind of funny how the NFL relocated a couple of teams like late 90s and then went right back to those old cities? Baltimore happens, right?
Yeah.
So Baltimore lost the Colts, obviously. So
But
they
yeah.
go right back to Cleveland like a year or two later, and then Houston loses the Oilers.
They go back to Houston.
Go back to Houston. LA.
So when do they
Two
go back?
LA
So when do
teams.
they go back to Oakland and St. Louis?
Oh, I got caught down a YouTube rabbit hole, and they're talking about the stadium in St. Louis and how it's not like viable, and how it was an uphill battle from the start. The Edward James, or was it Raymond James Dome?
No, it was Edward. Raymond James is Bucks.
That's right. Edward Jones.
Yeah, some company,
Yeah.
insurance, I feel, or something.
Yeah. And they're like, from the outset, it wasn't a good facility, bad tailgating. I
But they
remember-
renovated it for the Battlehawks and stuff. That's why the Battlehawks are playing there, I thought.
Yeah, even the Battlehawks were not having great draws towards the end, I noticed. But
No?
you go to that, like in St. Louis, I remember walking by that stadium and I was like, oh, cool, this is an NFL stadium, or was an NFL stadium. And most NFL stadiums have like a lot of tailgate area and like party zones and stuff like that. That one really, from what I remember, didn't. Like it had a little bit of space, but I was like, where would you just like party and then congregate to the stadium? And because like there's the Mississippi River's right there. Maybe there was a little bit of space, but I'm like, this doesn't. They like wedged it in, from what I remember.
Also, there were no upgrades to it yet.
There was something in
They
their
just-
deal that they had to maintain
Yeah,
a certain
well-
threshold to keep the team there.
It does say, though, that still suffers from several design flaws that makes it less and less desirable as a convention center. They've called for upgrades, but there's the renewal of the Illinois-Missouri football rivalry in 26 could also potentially be held at the Dome. Similar upgrades were made to the Allard. So they're looking at like $300 million in upgrades so they could try to get the Final Four and some college football games there and stuff. The Battlehawks now play there.
What do they average?
30. I'll have to go look for. They're in over the 30s.
Yeah, they're like the one XFL team that has
Yes.
success. They're like Baltimore in the CFL.
Yeah. Their average is 34,000, not 34 fans. They're averaging 34 fans a game.
Some teams in that league that average 34 fans a game.
It's I'll be fascinated where the NFL goes next. Is it expansion or is it relocation still? I would just struggle to see relocation.
Yeah.
When do they expand?
Well,
And how much do those go for?
the NHL is going to go to 34, then 36.
Yeah.
And I think every other league will follow.
So the last NHL expansion was worth.
750 million?
Well, I guess no, actually, so Utah
Seems
Technically, Utah.
is
you're
a
right.
billion,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. It was $1 billion and change.
Pagnotta was saying 1.5
And-
to 2 bill now.
Yeah, because it was $1 billion and change, but a bill was directly for the team, I believe it was, or yeah. So if the NHL, let's go high end and say 2. NFL says we're opening up. Come on, get one.
This many?
10? What are the Cowboys worth? Average NFL franchise value is the average value $7.65 billion.
Wow.
Yeah, I think with the amount, like it is such an exclusive club to be an NFL owner.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jeff Bezos can't get in right now. He couldn't get the Commanders. He wanted the Commanders, couldn't get in.
Really?
He wanted them. They said no.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
They went with Harris.
They're getting a new stadium. Or they're renovating the old stadium. Something like that. RFK Stadium. Or they're tearing
think-
down the old one on that site, building a new one.
Yes. 8.5 to 10 bill is what I would project right now. If the NFL said we're doing expansion, what it would be priced at.
Do you have some friends that could come up with that scratch? We get a team.
Yeah, right?
We have a GM right,
Right?
here.
No, I just
I'll
like
take
the fact that
presidency.
Bezos
I
can
don't-
get, like, he's like a rich guy, but he just can't have this team. It's like you can get everything you want.
I wonder too, because it is a boys' club, like Maddie was pointing out. Like, if he didn't play nice when he tried to get in.
Some of that, it's just
Yeah.
a status thing too.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff Bezos come in, one of the richest men in the world. Screw you.
Yeah.
You're so rich, but you can't have one of our teams.
Yeah.
So how rich are you type thing.
Unless he was, like, you kind of have to buddy with everybody. Remember, Jim Balsillie in the NHL, he's a perfect example. He came in guns a-blazing, started selling season seats, and didn't have a team. Tried Pittsburgh, tried Nashville, and they're like, sorry, man, you're crazy. We don't like you. Bye-bye.
Like, I don't think of Bezos to be a sports fan. Like, that's not the first thing that comes to my mind, or the second, or the third, or the fourth. Mm-hmm. And like,
I think you're right. Well, maybe.
They don't need to be sports fans anymore.
And that's it. That's
Fair.
the
It's so
counterpoint.
expensive, but it's also now it's his status.
Yeah.
I am one of 32 NFL owners.
This is my team. I have a toy, and it's this NFL team.
oh, yeah, I 100% agree
All
with
these
that.
people are running it. I don't care. I'll be at the games. I will be seen. It's a status, but I'm one of the 32 owners.
But
Yeah.
maybe that's why he can't get in.
Not a fan?
Yeah, I feel like that doesn't that kind of play in the culture too?
No.
No, because now things are just so expensive. It's hedge funds that are going to keep buying things.
Yeah.
You're going to need the hedge funds with you and stuff like that.
It's, can you schmooze over the other owners? Can they vouch for you? They have to vote to approve it.
See, but then wouldn't those owners want Bezos in their pocket?
No, because they're mega rich too. I
Fair.
think the
Actually,
NFL
that's
is
true.
the NFL, maybe Premier League, like F1 teams, like they're actually so well off that they can say no to a Bezos.
Not premier teams.
Really?
No, it
I would
depends on
think
where
they'd
you
be
are.
able to.
There's the top ends, but then there's lower end, and
Okay, so
a lot of
F1
premier teams though are Americans now, or they're Middle Eastern money. That's where they're going. A lot of the money. That's why I like when Man U sold their part of their club. An Englishman bought part of it, and it was a big deal because it was between him and a Qatari. And it was like, is it the best owner? No, well, still like there, but it's
in-house.
at least someone didn't go Middle Eastern money again.
Right.
Because there was even talk, they had to put out a statement, Tottenham was going to be up for sale. But like some of those clubs, like the values aren't as high as you would think.
That surprises me.
It's because Premier League and like soccer it's the most watched sport in the world.
Yeah.
But the NFL is the biggest money maker, partly because they have so many commercials, they have so much inventory. Soccer, you're limited in how much money you could ever actually make because it's 245s with very little breaks. There's no commercial time in a broadcast.
Good point.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that.
You get 45
Yeah.
minutes where some networks have slowly done, well, they'll do the split screen like F1 in Canada.
Yeah.
You get the double
Yeah.
very quickly and put it back on.
Yeah.
But you don't have the 3 commercial breaks per quarter plus the end of quarters plus halftime.
Possession changes.
You get halftime.
Yeah.
That's it.
And like, let alone commercials being like the biggest thing during Super Bowl that everybody wants in on it, and they'll pay whatever it takes to get on that.
What was a commercial spot for last year's Super Bowl? What was the cost of a 30-second
I
spot?
want to say it was $6 million.
$6 million.
I want to say it was $6 million. What was it?
I don't know. I'm looking up something else right now.
Nate the Builder, Benny's dad, says, yeah, they're called the Packers, so that's a message to Ben. Atif says, I became a Saints fan because of Drew Brees, one of the best QBs in NFL history. That's fair.
So Premier League franchise values, like
$8 million. Sorry.
So they're, I don't know what this is from. This is from some other, this is in like euros or something. But it's, so some of these are a little off. Oh no, never mind. That's players. Sorry, I got to change this.
$8 million for 30 seconds.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And people want to like watch these commercials. I am someone that also will go on YouTube after the fact to watch them.
Same.
Because during the party, you can't hear anything.
No, that's
and you're,
true.
and you're chilling, right? Yeah.
Oh, and we get Canadian commercials, which are
Atrocious.
nowhere near as good.
Just so bad.
So there
Budget.
are,
Not funny at all. Yeah.
so there are obviously Premier League teams that are high, but like you have MLS teams that are worth more than Premier League teams.
Ew.
Like Miami?
Of the top, DC United's number 30. Of the top 30 soccer clubs in the world, like Crystal Palace is 29 at 790 million. There's a lot teams lower than Crystal Palace. So it's just the value is just not as much there in the Premier League as you would think.
I thought that they would be right up there. Oilton says, I've been a Raiders fan for 10 years now. It has been a rough 10 years. Yeah, I can believe it. The Edmontarian says, boys, I was a diehard San Diego Charger fan. Fell in love with the lightning bolt on the helmet when I was a kid. Over the years, I have seen them half a dozen times. When they left San Diego, I was gutted. At this point, I despise them, and especially the Spanos family. Still haven't found a landing spot worthy of my fandom. Yeah, I understand that. Spanos, was that kind of a fly-by-night type of move too? Or was he holding... They couldn't get a new stadium in San Diego, right? Was that why they moved?
I think they also just wanted in LA.
Yeah.
They were also cheap.
Yeah.
I don't know, you'd have to ask Connor Halley. He'd know a lot better.
Connor would know.
I feel bad for those fans when their team relocates. That is like the saddest thing. Now you have to still watch them, but they're not your team. I mean, you can follow them, but then why would you? Because they just broke your heart.
Yeah.
Right?
Like the Raiders, I had gone to, what was it called? The Coliseum, I think 3 or 4 times to watch baseball there. And I'm like, this is terrible. This is an NFL stadium too. My goodness, I feel bad for the NFL teams. Like, because I had been to a couple NFL games elsewhere. Pittsburgh was great. I went to Arizona. I went to Dallas. And that stadium in Oakland, like, my goodness. It would be like McMahon Stadium with a fresh coat of paint and bigger. Like, it looked like I think they built it in like 69 or something like that. It looked like 1969, like small corridors, dark, not well lit.
Yeah. Considering how much money it makes,
Gunky,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame those fans. Aaron Rodgers, he won his first game as a Steeler.
So proud of him.
That game was very interesting. Were you really proud of him?
Absolutely not.
It's a good back and forth. I think he's still capable of being like playing at a high level.
I think a lot of people still kind of give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, but it looks like the defense is still shaky at times. So, did you watch it?
I was flipping around between various games.
I made a big mistake by accident.
What'd you do?
I forgot to add on Red Zone. So
I thought you were the one telling us
I
about Red Zone
know.
last week.
You know why? Because usually my brother like will go off our parents' their TV package.
Yeah.
And my brother has IPTV now, so he doesn't like do anything with my parents' stuff.
Yeah.
So then I thought Red Zone would be there, like the little brat that I am, thinking that it's good to go.
Speaking of that, like on cable, remember
Yeah.
we'd have like 4 games, 5, 6 games. It's down to like 1 or 2, and I'm like, this is brutal.
I know.
I also found an alternate to Stream East.
Well, Stream East is kind of back out type thing.
Yeah, didn't they get shut down last week?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they jump back up.
It did?
To a degree. I've seen Stream East back up.
Okay. I watched the Cards game on another one. It was perfect. I'm like, this is great.
Things will always pop up.
Yeah.
The IPTV is kind of the way to go, though.
Yeah.
I'm interested because my cable bill jumped up $30 last month, and
Are you on a
That's
plan or is your plan over?
I don't know. I have
Your
to call
plan's
them.
over.
It must be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just threaten to cancel.
That's
then
exactly
they'll
what
lower
I'm
it.
gonna do.
Yeah, you're gonna like take some packages off for like
I have a
Redo that.
landline for some reason.
just to be cool.
No, I try to get rid of it, and they're like, "Well, with the bundle, you actually save. We get you down to this much." I'm like, "Fine, whatever." And then I looked the other day. I'm like, "What? Where did this extra $30 come from? I didn't change anything." The landline's like way more now, so they're gonna get a call.
Yeah.
I don't need this landline.
No. Landlines are dying.
Yeah,
Although my parents will never get rid of their landline. That's their gem.
you remember the phone on the wall
Yeah.
with the cord?
Yeah. Or you like actually no, I didn't have it in the household, but I know when we did that.
Yeah.
You had to learn how to do it. Yeah.
My grandparents had that. It was great.
My grandparents have one too.
Yeah.
I always loved playing
And
with
then they had the long cord.
Yes.
So you're like your mom could go to the kitchen, do her thing,
Yes.
she's talking to auntie, filling her up in the gossip and how the kids don't do anything around here. And yeah.
Totally. I do remember that.
Yeah, that's nostalgic.
I think I'm just began a 2-year with my TV plan and
Yeah.
internet. I probably at this point I'm willing to give up my PVR to just cancel my cable in 2 years. To stick
I
with
need
this
to talk to you
IPTV.
about this after.
I'm done.
Fascinated.
I
by
barely
this.
go on it. Like, and even sports, like I think I'm at the point where I'm like, I can live without the immediacy.
Yeah.
I personally, this is what I do is I cast from my phone on like my Chromecast.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
And
so
it's
like
smooth?
I like all my parents like my parents have like all the stuff recorded, like I have it all ready to go. So even the recordings, everything's good to go, and it just pop that on.
This is
It's a great hack. I'm surprised that like Rogers, Bell, all of them allow this sort of stuff.
Yeah, I watch my parents every so often.
Right? It's such
And
a
I cast it.
great app.
They have Telus doesn't do it, but Rogers does.
Yeah, Rogers is
Telus doesn't let you watch recordings.
So I don't really record much anymore.
because you're not watching The Bachelor and stuff like me.
Definitely
we watch
not.
Big Brother.
Absolutely not. You're right. You nailed it.
I thought I could always just download.
But then it's such a hassle. I used to download so
It's
much.
not
I
a
don't have
hassle.
time for it anymore. I do not. And now football's back. Man, I was just quickly here. I was like, man, I need to like go take a shower. Like, should I do it at halftime? And I don't want to do it at halftime. I want to like listen to the analytics and blah, blah, blah. Now like life is going to change back to a schedule that revolves around, football and then eventually the Oilers,
Put on a Bluetooth speaker. Listen to it in the shower.
Yeah, so I did the third quarter,
Yeah.
right? And then like I'd pop my head out to see the play quickly.
Now, here's the ultimate.
Yeah.
If in your bathroom you put in one of those mirrors that has the TV,
I'll put it on the
those are
list.
sick.
The other thing I've seen people do is they just throw their phone into a Ziploc bag and bring it into the shower.
Oh, God.
Put it up.
What
so
are you
then you can
doing?
watch it still and the
That's-
phone's protected.
My last phone, like they're all
Gross.
waterproof. I did
Yeah.
it with my last phone, but then I didn't do it with my new one because I just don't want any.
Why is that gross?
Yeah, I
you
don't
get rid of
understand.
you get rid of the Ziploc
Yeah,
bag
but it's
after.
just the
Why is that
thought
gross?
of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm a germaphobe, but
How is that even germaphobe? You're clean in there.
It's connected. It's inside the Ziploc bag. So then after
like
you're
that
done, you
idea.
take it out of the Ziploc bag, you throw out the Ziploc bag, and the phone has not been in the shower with you.
I am so confused.
I don't like it.
Considering somebody that uses like 100 products, clearly Tommy, not me. I'm joking. I use 100 products too, but yeah, it's a clean spot to be. But I just didn't want damage on the phone. But yeah, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right? There's 2.5 hours of football. You got to manage your time somewhere here. You could not take your eyes off that game yesterday. Xavier Worthy has a dislocated shoulder. So the Chiefs are going to be struggling. And their next 3 games are versus Eagles, Giants, Ravens. So possibly
2-1.
1-3.
2-1 in those next 3.
Well, okay.
Lamar doesn't have a great record against the Chiefs, against Mahomes. They're beating the Giants. Maybe they lose to the Eagles.
I think the Ravens are playing Browns next week. Should be okay.
Brown, no, they'll lose.
Really?
The Baltimore Ravens over the last 10 seasons or so, on average, lose one of the 2 games against the Browns. It is usually a split.
It shouldn't be that way.
It shouldn't, but it is. Last year they split. The year before they split. It's very rare to find the Ravens over the last 10 years or them sweeping. There's going to be a split, and it's going to be in this stretch. Ravens are going to lose next week. They're then going to lose to the Lions, and they're going to lose to the Chiefs because they're going to start 0-4, as I have been saying for the last number of weeks on Edmonton Sports Talk.
What happened to Cleveland yesterday? They missed like a 25-yarder late to win it.
That was a weird game, that
I
Bengals
text
game.
Jack Michaels. I was like, oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. The Bengals always have a slow start. I know you're talking about
They do.
the Browns. Yeah. And next week, Bengals are playing. I know this. Just not a good team. But yeah, they always have a slow start. That game with Cleveland was kind of stressful, I thought.
I'm not going to lie to you. That matchup, I look at, I'm like, I don't want to watch it. I'm sorry.
That morning slate was a lot of.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to watch
No
any of
thanks.
this.
Yeah, like Miami and Indy. Man, can you believe that Miami is like the worst team in the league, though? Worse than the Saints?
But hang on. We can't even say that yet. It's only week 1.
Miami has a lot of
By
issues.
standings, because of point differential, I think Miami then would officially be the last worst team in the National
okay.
Football League.
People were pointing out like the Chiefs are at the bottom of the standings, and I'm like, relax.
Well, yeah, Bronco Nick said they're the last in the division right
Yeah,
now.
like relax.
Yeah.
It's early. It's fun. We're all excited.
Yeah.
Watch Miami's going to fire McDaniels. It's coming.
He's kind of weird. I like him though.
I like him too. He's like
For
a
some
young
reason,
coach.
I find his antics funny.
Yeah. It's cool. He has swag and stuff, but no.
Is that what people are saying? He's going to get fired?
Yeah. I think that's something the fans want. Also, Tua, man, I think he threw a pick on the first play.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot. That cannot be your quarterback.
Don't.
Quick side story.
Yes.
So, you made me so self-aware, like, on the
When?
weekend, like, after the game when we went out.
Why?
Because you started, like, making fun of me going like
Because
this.
you kept doing this to Big Uke. Pardon me, supersized Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I realized my nails have gotten longer. I talk too much, so I think I'm gonna
gave
get
him,
rid.
like,
I'm gonna cut them.
7 of these in a row.
What does the nails have to do with doing this?
I don't know. They got a little long. I
doing
never
that
had.
when she got the nails. Remember?
Hasn't she always done this?
Not as much
I
though.
really noticed it when she got
okay.
nails,
Yeah,
and she
yeah.
did it at our old studios.
I'm like a big hand talker, but now I feel like since Tommy makes
Like,
fun
you
of me
get
all
all
the time.
sassy and you go. "Meh."
Oh, really? I talk like
That's
that?
exactly how it sounds. Yeah,
Do I sound like that, Maddie?
I'm not saying anything.
confirmed.
I'm not going anywhere on that one.
Yeah, you were just laying into him about something. You're like,
I lay into everybody.
this, blah, blah, blah. And
She also laid into me for something that,
Yeah.
well, I jumped into it a little bit later, but Big Uke started. And she laid into me about it.
I know.
And then Big Uke's like, why are you laying into him? It was me.
I enjoyed that.
I got it all. But we were right. Big Uke and I were completely right on that one.
I know.
Oh, you guys are funny.
He knows. And then she's trying to like gaslight us. I'm like, that's not what I said. It's 100% what you said. 100%. You're taking it out of context. No, we are not. We are literally taking exactly what you said and are saying it.
Yep. That's I was there. That's what happened Saturday after the game.
Yeah, we were correct. Yes, we were. I think you and I don't agree on a lot.
But you did there. I have a good one for you.
Go Geelong Cats, by the way.
Jazzy, football has been back for 12 weeks now. Touche.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No,
Yeah. We can
It's
talk.
been back for 14 weeks. Because this is week 14.
Hey, I
this
was
was week
at
14.
that game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good game.
Great game. What a crowd.
Hangout headlines brought to you by the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Premier conditions, top-notch service, unmatched value. Book your tee time. Visit the Ranch Golf today. Beautiful weather still actually coming up this week, so the ranch is going to be somewhere you're going to want to go get to. I got to look to see if there's any tee times. That is a signature of a win as you're going to have for the Edmonton Elks in the last number of years. I don't know the last time they had a signature win of that magnitude. When I'm just trying to, like last year, they got wins. They beat Saskatchewan, but Saskatchewan wasn't this Saskatchewan necessarily last year. Calgary was crap last year.
Yeah.
They didn't have that signature win that year. They didn't have one really the year before. Like it's been a long time since the Edmonton Elks have had a signature win against the legit top team that wasn't a fluke.
Yeah.
It was a dominating performance.
Great crowd, like you guys mentioned already. That, I think, was the best day the Elks could have asked for, all around. Biggest crowd of the year, almost 30,000. Joel DeBlanco was talking about it on the morning show. They did open up a couple of sections in the second deck, which was really nice to see. And the team showed up, man. Like, and the crowd fed off of them. They fed off
Rankin
the
played
crowd.
lights out. Yeah.
It was, the offense played good. Justin Rankin, 204 yards.
Yeah.
What else? Defense got to Vernon Adams. Vernon Adams was a little spicy after the game. I was like, "Hey, did you catch it?"
I can't believe so they showed, obviously on the broadcast they show parts of him. I didn't see you with him or anything.
I got him kind of fired up. I didn't inadvertently. I was like, "Hey, things have been going good for you guys lately. Is it good this time of year to get a bit of a reset, an opportunity to reset, Joel to shake up, wake up call, whatever you want to call it?" And he's like, "No, man." He's like, "We just need to play better. We know over there that's their Grey Cup, them winning today. They played a good football game." I was like, "Oh, shade."
I like that.
Same.
You want to know something? I build up the rivalry more.
Why not?
I love that. Throw those comments out there. This team, they meet again at the last week of the season. Calgary, they might be playing for something. They might not be. I don't know. But build into next year then. Have those remembered.
Yeah, I could feel the tension and the passion between the teams. And then at the end when they got in that rowdy little
scrap.
stuff. Yeah, I like that.
I'm like, that's the late. There we go. There's a little bit of that Battle of Alberta Labor Day magic.
The defense was, I'm floored by what I saw to that defense. It was our number one storyline on the kickoff show was how do you rebound from this injury? My question of the game was who's a bigger loss, Jake Seresna or Niles Morgan? The answer was neither in a sense because of how well they played.
Yeah.
Calgary didn't look good at all. And that is, I think, full credit just to the defense because you've mentioned they got the pressure, they got sacks. This is the first time this year they out-sacked the other team.
Yep.
They stopped Dedrick Mills. Dedrick Mills had a very quiet game.
Yep.
And when you look at the projected starters at the start of this season, no Niles Morgan, no Nick Anderson, no Noah Curtis, no Robbie Smith, no Jake Seresna. And there's a change at the Sam linebacker, even if you will. But, just out so many different, what you thought were key players that, and a lot of those guys are on 6 now, that it's one of those, football is a tough business. It's also next man up. I'm very fascinated. If this defense plays this way the rest of the season, there's a couple of guys I'm going to sit there and be like, Ed's going to be cutting them. And they're going to be spending some money elsewhere to bolster this team because this is a good football team. And Jay brought up a great point with the D-line at the very least was, and when he said it, I'm like, that reminds me of 15 a little bit. The D-line was a rotating D-line. They kept bringing guys in and out and keeping fresher legs.
Yeah.
But when you spend so much money on Jake Seresnas and the Robbie Smiths of the world, they kind of have to be every down players. That maybe you have a better thing when you have guys that you're just rotating in and you don't have to spend that massive amount of money making Robbie Smith the biggest, most paid defensive player in the Canadian Football League.
Right.
Because they haven't lived up to their contract so far this season. Not saying they have to be cut after one game.
Yeah, and
But what you see out of this defense was just like, this is a defense I thought we were going to see at the start of the year with those guys.
Is this a one-off? Is it sustainable? I know it's encouraging. How much can they be bolstered by a Robbie Smith and a Jake Seresna when healthy?
El Presidente, if they can get some help from Ottawa and Hamilton and beat Toronto, they're in a great position.
The Edmonton Elks could end their game next weekend and be sitting in a playoff spot.
Wild.
Well, there's 3 teams that are 5-7. BC's 6-6 now.
If BC loses to Ottawa and Edmonton wins, Edmonton is in a playoff spot. If Hamilton beats Winnipeg in that, Edmonton would be tied with Winnipeg. Currently don't hold the season series, but could get the season series.
Yeah.
For third in the West.
So,
and we don't know what's happening with Zach Laros.
Hey, and Milt was, shout out to the panel.
It was great. They were having a great time, it looked like.
I met them for the first time, and like I'm like, hey, I'm Tom. Hey, I'm Tom. And they're like, what are you talking about? Hey, I'm Tom. You work with us. And I was like, Kate's like, come here.
Oh,
Give me a hug. I was like, what?
I love that.
Thank you. You didn't call me Tim this time. Tim. They're awesome.
They look like they were in a great time. They were there all day, but then like the driving around with the truck and then running over Milt.
Yes.
And then them throwing the footballs afterwards, and then Kate with punter.
Yeah.
It looked like they had a great time.
Oh yeah, Kate was having a great time. She was
awesome.
close to where I was sitting. That whole panel.
That was my first time meeting all
Yeah.
of them in person, not just through a microphone. Lovely.
Yeah.
Very lovely. Enoch is great. We were talking about when his playing days. And then, Kate said she had never been inside the stadium.
That sounds about right.
She said for Grey Cup, she was only on the outside. I'm like, how did you not come in here? She goes, this place is huge. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, it's massive. But yeah, I'm glad it was awesome.
Yeah, beautiful day. Also
Perfect.
loved her suit. Always do.
They all looked really sharp.
Yeah.
Okay, and then standings wise, really quickly.
Oh, no, Claros.
Oh, Calero.
Claros.
That's right. Sorry. Milt said it post game. He thinks that should be it for Zach with all the concussions through the years. His career was almost over 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Was he still in Sask at the time, or was that?
He was in Toronto. No one wanted him.
Yeah.
Winnipeg made the late trade deadline acquisition for him, and then he didn't play until the playoffs, and he's taken over ever since.
Right.
And they've built an O-line in front of him that have protected him. He's been very healthy over these number of years, which wasn't really expected based on what we had seen years prior. But now it seems like we're back to seeing like you're going to get a little knock and you're going to be out, and you don't want long-term effects on the guy.
Well, the 2 games where he missed them or he was banged up for, they were calling it neck and not head. And I remember when Kyler Yamamoto got hurt and they were saying, oh no, it's not a concussion, it's more of a neck thing. And you're like, yeah, okay, maybe technically, but that brain got rattled a little bit. And now I don't think you could deny it with Zach. And I think Milt handled it really, like, you got to be delicate with that, especially with a guy like Caleros, who's going to be a Hall of Famer, has had a tremendous career. You don't want to piss him off, and you don't want the Bombers calling and complaining or the league saying something. But I think Milt said it well. He's like, if Zach Caleros was my son, he would not play football ever again after everything that he's gone through.
There's not much left to do in his career, as you pointed out. Like, it's so... And a lot of people thought this is kind of like the swan song for a little bit of this Bombers team this season because they're hosting the Grey Cup. But they're not getting to that Grey Cup right now. There's no shot. And they with how well the Elks are playing, they may not make the playoffs to a degree. Now, they likely will in the end. But if Caleros is out, keeps things open. And then back to the Elks, though, like, they still get BC, they still get Winnipeg. They're right there with those teams where they can't win the season series against BC.
No.
But you could stay a game above them. If you stay equal with them and then that you meet, you can stay above them.
Yep.
And with Winnipeg, you could stay above them, but it's going to take a big victory. Because I think it's 16 points or is it 13 points? I'd have to go look back at their first meeting. But the Elks have to win by a certain score to win the season series because they've only met twice this season. But if the Elks team are going to play like they did on Saturday, that's a team that's going to be very hard out.
Yep.
They're as good if not slightly better than Toronto, or better than Toronto.
They have to beat Toronto next
They're
week.
as good, if not better than Hamilton. There's a potential here where they can go run out, what would that be? 6 of 7? 7 of 8?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
next 2 are
4,
winnable.
5, 6. 6 of 7. Yeah, 100%.
and all of a sudden you're 7-7. You're tied with Montreal for second in the East,
Yes.
by the way. That's why I brought that up.
And they need Davis Alexander back because they are reeling big time.
Yes.
They're a much different team when Davis Alexander's. They're a lot more confident in that team, but I have zero confidence with what they have going with James Morgan
No,
slash
it did not
Cameron
look good.
Dukes.
Yeah.
This unsigned text, the same guy that went after me about the football being back. He's asking about your guys' thoughts on the helmet to helmet on the Riders game.
So that was the Claros
That was
one.
the Claros one, yeah.
I have to go look at that.
Okay, what did the boys on the panel say? They said, is it a bad hit? No. Is it illegal? Yes. I think that's how they broke it down because he led with his helmet, caught him in the ear hole, and like, is it a good? They said it. Both Enoch and Milt agreed. Is it a good hit? Yes. Is it illegal? Yes. And I understand what they mean by that because like Zach was releasing the ball, he's fair game, but you got to wrap him and not smoke him in the head with the top of your helmet.
It's those type of hits happen in football. They get flagged, they get called. They're illegal. Then they get their penalty. It's one of those. I'm just watching it right now. He's going to make a play, helmet to helmet. That's 15.
Yeah,
that's nothing bigger than 15 to me. That isn't. I'm not sitting here going full suspension or anything like that.
And
I have seen Bombers players do that to other teams, quarterbacks. Yeah. I've seen that one happen. I've seen it happen to Trevor Harris, I believe, in recent years.
Yeah,
that is unfortunate. Football is vicious. It should be 15. I don't think it's anything more than that. Like, I don't think he was intending to hurt Zach Collaros on that play.
I agree. I do agree with you there. Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah, beautiful day. It's funny, like all the people that I knew that went to that game, like all my friends.
You brought your friends.
My friend,
out.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They wanted to do like a girls' day, and we did that. Ended up hanging out with a lot of the nasties that were there as well. Then we had like other friends and such that were there, but it was just so packed we didn't get a chance to like walk around and go see them.
What did
nice
your friend, what Karen and San think?
Oh, Karen and San thought that game was so wild, and they were actually engaged. They didn't even leave their seats. I'd be the one to go grab like the drinks and stuff. Yeah.
See, it can be a good vibe. It has that potential. It was like that. I love that.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's how you get them involved. And they were dressed in like the colors and everything. I thought it was so cute.
Yes. It's enough. Did you take them through the tailgate?
No, we were running late. We were running late, so we missed the kickoff.
You guys at Mimi for pregame cocktails?
No.
Great spot. By the way.
Yeah. No, but quickly, actually, congratulations to Karen. She's been, her tenure of nursing has been over 20 years.
Well done, Karen.
She is, not only did she get a raise, but she also, I think she got some gift cards. I don't know. But yeah, maybe we'll take her to Lauren's bar to celebrate her.
Hey.
Right? Celebrate that. It's a big
This
accomplishment.
week, patio weather.
Yeah. And also caviar weather.
Just want to say when it comes to the next home game for the Edmonton Elks, it is September 27th, so they have 2 games, and they're back on September 27th. If you want to go support your team and be part of that atmosphere and keep bringing it, you're going to want to get your tickets now because the Rough Riders are in town.
Yes.
And you don't want the Rough Riders to take over. I just opened up Ticketmaster for that game.
Saying, right?
Yeah,
like it'll be packed with so many
usually-
Rider fans.
Well,
usually is.
the
That
west
one
side
you-
has no tickets basically
Wow.
between the 10s.
Love.
The east side has no tickets basically between the 10s. There's a section in the northeast corner of Commonwealth that has tickets. The southeast and west side of Commonwealth currently has tickets. I'm not seeing anything in the party zones, in the Nova Cocktails party deck, or it's Nova or party deck and stuff. There's nothing that is showing right now. I don't know if those are coming later, if they're just sold out right now. The tickets, Riders fans are already taking the tickets, as are Elks fans.
Hey.
So if you want to go, that's just outright going to be a great atmosphere because there are Rider fans there. You bring the Elks fans in there. It's like when the Habs of the Leafs come to town. It's always great at Rogers Place.
is pretty good.
This is going to be a great one, but you're going to want to get your tickets now. GoElks.com because those tickets are moving. Moving.
Go ahead.
So it was Kids Day that day. I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's why there's lots of children everywhere and stuff for the children. I wonder what day they're going to do. Because I love when Elks do this. Like, I feel like every time they have a special day.
People jump on it, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what will be that day. I'll look.
Okay, so I'm just looking at this. So the Riders have a bye week. Week that would be
Hollywood night.
They have a bye week 16, because it's the first week of the junior playoffs.
So they could be 11-2, and Edmonton potentially 7-7 going into that game. Could you imagine if Edmonton does rattle off these next two in Toronto and Hamilton? Then you've got 6 wins in your last 7. You're right in the mix for the playoff hunt. You got the Riders coming in; they're riding high. That, and if the tickets, like you said, you're looking at the ticket chart already.
Going into this one, I there was at least a few tickets you could find. Like there's singles, but there was always like pairs or fours that you can buy. Right now, there's nothing for that.
Wild.
And if we get a good weather day, maybe keep it around 20 degrees,
It'll be good.
22 degrees on that.
Well, I'll say that the Riders, they only play Montreal.
Yeah.
Before that game.
Yeah, so they'll probably
that's
be
next weekend. Unless Davis Alexander Olsen is going to be there, they're winning that football game. It's in Saskatchewan.
Him getting into it with Kenny Lawler was kind of funny. I was watching that game in the morning.
Yeah, I saw that.
I like that. I was like, oh, the chirps are flying, but one guy's hurt. He's played 2 or 3 games, maybe 4 all year. But anyway, that game on the 27th has the potential to be awesome. And it was also encouraging to see the Elks open up that second deck. I know I kind of mentioned it before.
Yeah.
But
Tickets weren't for sale. By all accounts, what it was minor football or Capital Minor Football Association. The tickets were given to them. I like that. Don't sell the tickets yet up there.
Yeah.
Build that atmosphere in the bottom. But to minor teams, give them the chance to go sit up there.
That was awesome. And they had the kids at halftime playing. They had the kids before. No, just at halftime. It was funny. I was watching. A couple of them scored touchdowns. One kid went in and then didn't celebrate, gave the ball back to the ref. Another kid went in and was doing a little dance. I was like, this is
cute.
awesome. These guys are good.
Yeah.
It was that was a very good vibe on Saturday. I really and you could hear that it did get loud.
It
on the
was
field.
loud.
I actually had to take out my earbud to be like, is it loud or am I just kind of imagining things? And it was good.
It was loud. I went to go grab some drinks and I could hear the cheering all the way in the concourse. It was just echoing and I was just so proud. I was like, what's happening?
It's so good to see life in that building.
Yeah, everybody was so involved. It's going to be Hollywood night.
On the 27th?
Hell yeah. No, on the 5th against the Riders.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be
The which game?
October.
I thought that was the 27th.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at October 5th.
That would be against
Winnipeg?
Saskatchewan.
That's Winnipeg. No, Saskatchewan's on the 27th.
Oh, okay, my bad.
There's no games on October 5th.
Wait, I'm just trying to because then they
Hold
get
up.
Winnipeg, and then they end with Calgary. But
They
where's
play
that?
the 11th against Winnipeg.
Oh, okay, hold up. My bad.
Yeah, 11th against and then do they finish in? Is it?
No, they're at home to Calgary on the 24th.
It's at home.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see what I did there.
Yeah, no, Saskatchewan's on the 27th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oof.
I mean,
My tickets in Saskatchewan.
yeah, I was like, where's going on October 5th? There's no games on.
And the Elks don't even play that game in Saskatchewan.
Yeah. You going to Sask, hey, Jasmine?
What's that?
You're going to Sask?
Right?
Huh?
No, I'm good. I'd rather cheer for them here.
It's fun out in Saskatchewan, though. Don't need game themes. Okay, here's the game themes. Indigenous celebration will be that night.
Okay.
Oh,
The-
right. It's Truth and Reconciliation
Yes,
game.
it is.
Yeah,
On the 30th.
October 11th will be Campus Clash. So they'll have food and drink specials for students. A dodgeball game at halftime. And a
Excellent.
can't miss after party. Well, we'll keep the vibes going all night, they say. And then for, October 24th is Spooktacular.
Costumes? Spectacular? Love it.
Oh, Timber Woodsman says, those texts were from me. Giving you the gears, Jazzy.
Oh,
But
thank you.
it's funny because in the app on our phones, it's very hit or miss, and we get your names in here. So I'm trying to put it
Oh,
back
I
in.
see.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, good. Good to know. I'm now I want to go. You sprinkled that little, the FOMO in me that I'm like, oh, maybe I should look for tickets.
The Dave in Section T says, Kate is a national treasure. Was that Zach's Dunnigan moment? Hits like that were once commonplace of football. Modern helmet technology that should not have taken out a healthy player. Face mask to front side of face. It wasn't a complete ear hole, a foot lower. It is a legal hit. Sorry for calling it an ear hole. I've had a couple people say that. It wasn't totally an ear hole, but the boys were describing it as an ear hole at first, and that's what I was listening to. And then I saw it, and I was like, okay, ear hole. Do you guys ever, this is Hampton Steve, do you ever envision College Corner coming back to Elks games? Could put it back in the upper deck by itself in order to keep kids away from all the shenanigans that used to occur in that section. I thought they still had it on the east side in the corner, lower towards like the visiting team tunnel, but maybe they got rid of it because there wasn't demand. It'd be good to see.
But what is it though?
College Corner used to be like for U of A, Nate,
Oh,
McEwen,
okay.
Norquest, whatever.
Yeah.
Like Concordia.
Yeah, you go to like Nate's association or whatever
Yeah,
it would
you
be,
get
and you'd get
15
cheap
bucks or
tickets.
whatever.
Doesn't look like it looks like it's Campus Clash. Anything I look at, that's their big game for students. That there isn't necessarily a section for it.
I have a confession to make. I know this isn't a segment. On
I love that.
I have a
but-
confession
Please.
after.
Oh my goodness.
So the throwing the footballs into the stands, the panel was doing it. They were riding around on the fire truck. Sam from the Elks events team's like, Tom, do you want to throw a couple footballs? I was like, yes, absolutely. And so I was walking over to the Stamp sideline to check up on an injury. And I'm like, yeah, I'll throw a couple of footballs. And so it was in that college, what used to be the College Corner. And I saw a couple of kids and I like chucked it up and it just went in front of the kids. And this lady who was just sitting there, it smoked her in the head. It hit her hat. So I was like, oh, no. I was like, oh, I should have put a little more pepper on that one or lofted it better.
Did you look at her? Did you
Yeah,
see
I
it?
did. I'm so sorry. I want to apologize to her. She seemed okay. Those balls are soft. They're little squishy whatever balls. And I quickly threw the other one to whoever. Some kids caught it. And I was like, oh, no. But she, like literally just like hands on knees, just sitting there not celebrating. Everyone's going crazy. Give me a ball.
Well, celebrate.
And it was just like, oh. I am so
Was she a Stamps fan? Why isn't she celebrating?
No, I don't think so. I apologize.
Celebrate.
I was
Can
for
you
the kids
imagine?
behind you.
Tommy's the actual guy who's like working in his suit. Just
I hucked it. It was about 12 rows up.
It's
and
a fact.
It came up. It needed about 6 inches of air and went right into the kid's chest. Doosh. I was like, oh
Did you laugh?
no. I
You
felt
can't laugh in that moment if
immediate-
she's looking at you.
Yeah, well, she was rattled.
Yeah.
She's like, what?
You can't laugh in that
I am
moment.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. I needed to get that off my chest.
Oh. I will get to my thing
Okay.
here. Portions of this hour, by the way, brought to you by the High Product Marketing, official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out, highproductmarketing.com. This is the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage. Tom Gazzola, Jasmine Sidhu, Matt Iwanyk with you here. Coming up at 11 o'clock, Lock Shop. We've got Oil Stream today, EST Afternoons, Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne until 6 o'clock. Across all of our audio channels, as well as on YouTube and podcasted. Just quickly, on Play Alberta is Edmonton Sports Talk, proudly presented by Play Alberta. Improved odds for all major North American leagues this year, including the NFL. Easier access to promotions. CFL lines have been dropped, apparently. Just looking at them. Hamilton -5 at home to Winnipeg. BC -12 against Ottawa.
What?
That doesn't make any sense. Ottawa just beat them. That doesn't add
Really?
up. I gotta quickly gonna have to
That
sprinkle a
line's
little
gonna
bit.
change.
Yeah.
That line's gonna change quick. I want money on Ottawa -12.
Yeah.
Edmonton, they sit -4, or Toronto's -4. So the Elks go into Toronto as dogs. That is just to respect also to what the Argos have been, how they've been playing. So
Yeah.
I understand that one.
That's a bit surprising.
Saskatchewan -11 against Montreal. That makes sense. I might as well just parlay Ottawa and I don't want to touch the Saskatchewan. Ottawa +12, -16.
You're going to have to show me how to parlay that.
Oh, I'm not parlaying anything right now. I'm just putting some money straight up on Ottawa right now.
I'm doing that too.
They're actually doing it right now.
Well, yeah,
That's
because
awesome.
that line could easily change by the time we're done the hangout. That just doesn't seem right. I understand BC is good. They're going back home. Ottawa's got to get out there. And BC was up at one point, 27-10, but they lost. Calgary was only -7 against Edmonton last week after beating Edmonton by 21 points. That line is going to move or something. Wow, that's a big line. That's the biggest line I think I've seen all year.
I guess I have a confession too after Maddie.
Oh, I like that we're doing confessions.
Well, what's your confession?
No, you go first.
Okay. My confession is on CFL Fantasy Football. I sat down during the Elks game to
Yes.
do stats for all the previous games to do a little catch up. and I go look at my team. I don't know what happened, but I played 2 guys on a bye week.
What?
I played 2 Argos as receivers. Polk
That's not
and
like
Herslow. I looked at it and I was like, I knew I played them. I knew I started them. And I was sitting there going, they're not playing though this week. I saw bye next to their names. I'm like, why the hell did I play them? And I could there's other guys on my team. Sometimes you actually have to play people on bye in my league because I don't want to cut someone, so someone else has to pick up my player. I liked my bench. There was a way I could have played more players. I actually took a guy out that I shouldn't have. That would have at least got me some points. So I started, and I needed this win.
Oh, no.
I won.
Oh, you won.
I still won.
Oh.
Justin Rankin
Jeez.
saved my behind.
Wow.
I won. And because I did that, I think McCord didn't realize that the Argos were on a bye, and he ended up playing an Argo. And in the end, he lost 2. So I'm actually currently sitting 3rd, and I might make the playoffs after selling off to Scott McCord. I don't know what I did. It's not like me. That one is, it wasn't, I can't sit here and be like, I meant to do that. I didn't. I should have lost this past week, found a way to get a win, but I was stunned that I actually played 2 guys on a bye this week. Stunned.
And you still won because of Justin Rankin.
That's awesome.
Okay, so did you put it on the spread or the money line?
Spread. Oh, I'm not touching Ottawa on the money line necessarily, but minus 12? They beat the team. They're not. I'll gladly put a couple of bucks on the Red Blacks to cover 12 when it's that value.
Yeah.
Dang, Lock Shop is gonna be bumping. By the way, Penner's Pancakes. He wrote Tommy. Dang it, where'd it go? He said Tommy hitting on moms even at work.
No. Better's Pancakes. This is nowhere near like that.
My confession is that I have been waiting to use the codes on Play Alberta and starting to sprinkle some stuff until NFL season started. So I didn't do anything all summer long.
I
All
hit that
summer
money
long.
line just
Wait,
now.
it's like-
Or not the money line, the spread.
yeah. Well, I want to
Did
do
you
this now.
sprinkle?
No.
can
You know
start
those
today.
promo codes ran out each month.
They get refreshed.
Oh, okay. So I could have used it last month.
They're for a month.
Oh, okay.
So you could have used in July.
Uh-huh.
In July, and then August comes, and you could use the ones in August, and
I
then
think-
September comes, and use the ones in September.
So I do know that, but what I'm trying to say is I didn't want to start playing until NFL season started. That is my confession.
I
You're able to play
waited
for as
too.
little as $5.
Yeah. I put 20 on that spread.
That one?
Yeah.
I put 8.
Maybe
It's
this
a
will be the
little
first one
small
I'll use then. Okay, sick.
Get on it.
Yeah,
That line's
I'm
gonna
excited.
move 12 points.
D-Gen time.
Let's
Tis
go.
this is. Yeah.
I'll have to see the play
Okay.
of the day. I like to support like play of the day, early bird special.
Jay's play of the day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll see what the boys come up on.
Our game one hit this past weekend, too.
Did it?
We kept it. I kept it nice and Jay and I. We just kept it nice and simple. It hit very well.
Did they boost it?
We got the boost. I was surprised how it was minus 111.
Okay.
So it wasn't plus money, but I was like, this is probably going to be like minus 130.
Okay.
Like it wasn't. So when they boosted, I was like, wow, minus 111. Let's go. Because I had the game going over 43 points, which isn't that ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
And the Elks plus 15 and a half.
Jeez.
And they gave us that at minus 111. I was like, damn, that's good. And that was an easy, that cashed. The Elks didn't just cover. They won.
Yeah.
And it was an easy over. At one point, Jay's like, oh, we almost got the over. I'm like, it's 47 points. We need a 43. It's done, Jay. And then Calgary had the ball. I'm like, they're not scoring 40 points in the next 4 minutes.
No.
This play's done. Like, this is a check. So we went with the nice, simple one, got into it. Cash this past week.
Boom.
Awesome.
I'm fascinated to see where we'll go this weekend, though, with it.
Me too.
By the way, a week tomorrow, Estes, Metro Cinema at Garneau Theater. For Nasty Club annual members, voting ends in an hour and 20 minutes.
What?
What do you mean, what? You've already voted.
I know.
I need to vote. Thank you for the reminder.
I got a pitch for you.
Tickets Estes at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. ESTYS at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. I'll be in touch with you today. It's $10. It helps us cover the cost of the theater. We don't actually cover the cost of it with these tickets. We still end up losing money, but that's all it goes to. It's going to be a lovely night. 6 o'clock doors open, 7 o'clock next Tuesday. It's the second Edmonton Sports Talk Presents and Estes. So I can get all that worked out today in terms of the presentation. But yes, come join us next Tuesday at the most prestigious event in Edmonton sports or Edmonton media. There's no bigger Edmonton media event than the Estes.
I've got my tux suit.
Did it?
Out. Modern, boys at Modern, who had me looking good on the sidelines this past week.
Lovely.
They, Jared and Richie, hooked me up for Estes as well. They're going to be there with their wives. It's going to be great. I'm very excited for the Estes.
I am too.
Then you need to get them to message me so I can get them tickets.
I gave them
and stuff.
the email.
I didn't really realize that Benny was going to be, trying his best to go for Rookie of the Year, even though we all know we're going to lose to Reed, let's be honest. But hey, if I can get second place, that's a great brag. So,
you don't know who comes second.
I will ask you for my own pride.
Voting stays very private. We don't know who wins second in Best Picture.
Well, just if it's still
You just got one of those again.
No, it's fine. It's not the middle finger.
I think. Well, you got
she's
one of
used
those
to it.
last week.
Yeah. So it's
I rephrase.
so it's just we don't do runner-ups and all of that. It's winner. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't know
Just
who
vote for me.
You don't know who comes second at the Grammys. You don't know who comes second at Oscars. This is what this night is after. Only the accounting firm of Matthew Nicholas Iwanyk knows.
Wow.
I thought your middle name was Bartholomew.
Matthew Bartholomew Nicholas Iwanyk. LLP.
LLP.
I gotta add that for that accounting
All right.
firm. I think I need LLP for that.
I like it. Very
that's
good.
The only.
Very good.
That's the only firm. None of you get to know who wins until
He is a small business.
next Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. I will not prepare a speech. Reed Wilkins. Still not sure how I'm a rookie. He's so about this.
Because it's Rookie of the Year for Edmonton Sports Talk, not in the media. We're celebrating Edmonton Sports Talk and the past year of EST, and so that was your first year on EST, Reed. And when it's your first year in something, you are a rookie. That is why.
I like how we had to articulate that to him. Reed, it's not even, you can't even make the counter argument like the gentleman's sweep when it got so irritating for you. This is, yeah, Matty, I think you articulated it very well.
Yeah, this isn't broadcast rookies.
No. Oh,
Not at all. This is strictly for Edmonton. Who were the rookies of the year to Edmonton Sports Talk?
We had, I guess dark horse would have been Brendan.
Yeah,
Brendan.
I was thinking
good
about
to
him.
see him back. He did a show. not too long
Yeah,
ago.
when I heard his voice, I was like, oh, yeah,
Shout out to Brendan.
yeah, shout out.
And it's a way to read in the Nash. If he wins and people want, because people voted for him, it's the listener wanting to give their due to Reed for joining Edmonton Sports Talk.
If Reed wins, I'm going to plant this little nugget in his head. Mm-hmm. If he wins, I want him to give us a spite speech.
Oh, he will. I will
Yeah,
put.
I feel like you will.
If he wins, I would put the odds at like -500. He doesn't even give a speech.
Thanks.
He takes the
That is
award
not it. No,
and he
he
walks
won't.
away.
No.
He just waves, or he says, "I wasn't a rookie," and walks away.
That would be so rude.
Yeah, please don't do that, Reed. I'd be sad. I'd be like, then, Benny or I or even Hernan could have won it, right?
Yeah. That's hurtful.
So it was Reed's 1 year anniversary. It is also my 1 year anniversary last
Yes.
week. Yes. Can you believe it's been a year, you
And
guys?
Hernan's.
And Hernan's, yeah.
Although Hernan was with us before.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I can't.
But not on EST.
That's true. That is true.
Okay, but we're talking about me. So
Of course. Yes, please. Your show. Floor is yours.
No, I was gonna say I can't believe it's been over a year that I got to hang around and still do this, and now
Be a
really
co-host?
be a co-host and really be part of this team. It's been one of the coolest experiences of my life. Like, this is really awesome. So I didn't get a chance last week. I think our schedules were a little all over the place.
Yeah, it
But with that being said, thank you, boys. I love us. I love us.
Thank you.
The OG3. It's awesome. Yeah.
Look at us now.
Look at us now.
Yeah, Reed says he will do a speech if he wins. Castor says Reuter, awesome. Actually, I'm with Castor. I think it would be pretty funny and awesome if Reed actually didn't do a speech. That's why I brought it up.
The walkout.
just grabs it,
Eric.
shakes his head, and walks away. It would
I
would be
guess.
very much like the perfect way I think that should go. Should he win?
That's so
But we shall see where the votes are going.
Well, don't pull a Karen like the Phillies fan.
She was. Oh,
Can we talk about that?
yeah.
What are your thoughts?
She was an idiot.
And-
The public shaming.
Deserved.
Yeah. Now she didn't get fired from her. I don't think.
No, I don't.
she
I was trying to
deserves
find
be
an
fired from
article
her
to
job
citate
right
that, and I couldn't find one.
I don't think anyone's
Yeah.
actually figured out officially who she is. There's been a lot of different names I've seen her identified as.
There's
and
things
a
they'll
lot
find
of
out
people
who
saying.
she'll find out what's going on when she checks her Facebook in like 5 days from now.
Oh God.
She was apparently an administrator at a school district for one, but then I saw another thing where she was maybe worked at a bar.
Just don't do that. That's being a crappy fan.
This just like
Inconsiderate.
I just don't understand people's audacity and the entitlement that they have. It was fair and square, caught by that gentleman. What is your get off your ass and grab it, girl? What you doing?
A baseball.
Yeah.
A puck.
Yeah.
Mini football.
The tennis ball. Was it a
Tennis.
hat? Was it a hat? No, it was a hat that got signed
That
at the
was
U.S.
that
Open.
Polish
That was
CEO or whatever.
disgusting because that guy's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Which is even more disgusting.
Just give
The way he
kid.
did it, like he
To the
just
kid.
like special place in hell.
No, not. That's a little bit. Severe.
Okay, for that U.S. Open guy, special place in hell.
I'm not going to wish hell on someone who
Yeah.
took a
I
hat from a
am.
kid.
You are.
Multi-millionaire.
Claws
You
are
want
out.
everything? Like it's just this innocent child. The way he took it, like the Karen pulled the Karen.
That's a total Karen.
Yeah, but yeah, that is. I still think a little different, right?
It's a kid.
Yeah.
You give
and you just
it to the kid. Like I know it's special to catch one. There's only a few exceptions where you shouldn't give it to a kid. It's like you catch a milestone home run ball, which you could sell at auction or whatever.
Yeah, like Brady's ball and stuff like that, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But like a home run in a somewhat meaningless game, give it to the kid.
Yeah.
A puck over the glass, give it to the kid.
Totally.
Mini football, give it to the kid.
Yeah. Like, what are you gonna do with it?
Yeah, exactly. So it's just so disappointing. And then she got booed in the section, which was great.
Yeah,
And then
she
now
deserved it.
the public shaming, I think, is enough. I don't think she needs to.
But
be
this
fired,
is the
though.
beauty
No,
of
it's not a firing thing.
I
No,
hope she
no,
didn't get
no.
fired.
I agree with you. I think Will said it. Like she needs to eat and have a roof over her head. But I love the fact that there's karma. There's a perfect story of karma. How well that father handled it, showed a good example to his kid, and he got the Marlins treated him with a bat. You got to see the players. Like that's unreal. And there's a certain CEO, I forgot his name, is going to gift them, his whole family, tickets to the World Series and an RV.
Gee, an RV?
And an RV. Like that's what you call
That's crazy.
good karma.
Yeah.
Just to be a good person. So it's just nice to see that once in a while after you see this ick Karen.
Yeah, good on the dad for just being like, you know what,
Yeah.
man, take it.
With your
Get
Karen,
out of here.
with your Karen ass haircut.
Have the ball.
Yeah.
Like, ruined a moment, created a special one
But
after.
created, yeah, but
And then she gets public shaming,
Yeah.
rightly so.
yeah. I don't know. I just like that whole thing about like karma exists and it's real. So not to.
I could see you argue with a lady like that.
Oh, I wouldn't give her the ball.
Yeah, I
Not
don't
a
think you
chance.
would either.
Not a chance.
I think Dusty said you wouldn't either, right?
I said he would maybe stand in the way and be like, well, you'd have to go around me to get it. It would be like, go away, lady.
Yeah,
And then
just get out
tell
of
the kid, close that glove. Don't open that glove at all. She's not getting it. It would be a go away, lady. And she wants to just keep chirping. I just walk away then. Hey, let's go. But she's not getting the ball.
But
not a chance in hell would she get the ball.
It's that should have been my ball. You took it away from me.
Yeah.
Get in the face of them and
With a child.
and just storm over there. You look so petty.
So
doing
petty.
that. Yeah.
Unless the kid has a cocktail, then Jazzy is snatching it from his hand.
Oh.
It's a good one. Prez in the Nest chat. Reed got to be Conor McGregor in his speech. I just want to take this time to thank absolutely no one. The Reed Wilkins show and with Jay Mill do what they want. There you go, Reed.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, that would be a funny speech rather than not saying anything.
I'd laugh.
I do quickly want to say, sad from the weekend, Ken Dryden's passing.
Yeah.
Because that guy had, his career, his life was something. But I had to text JMO after that because JMO was a pen pal of Ken Dryden for a little bit.
Really?
We had him on the show. I can't remember if he was in studio or not. It might have been. And Ken enjoyed the conversation with Dave so much that every so often Dave would just get in, like, be like, "Hey, I got an email from Ken." And Ken would be like, "Hey, I saw this article, thought you might be interested." And then they'd exchange a couple notes on it.
That is so JMO.
And it was never Dave messaging Ken. It was always Ken messaging Dave. And it was a number of times. Like, you just all of a sudden months would go by, then all of a sudden Dave would sit there and be like, "Hey, Ken's messaged me." And you're just like, "Oh, no way. That's Ken effing Dryden."
Yeah. Legend.
He was on when Gager and I, it was Gager and I with Benny, did Face of the Franchise when I filled on EST Afternoons. We did the Habs. We put Ken Dryden on there.
Yes.
Or was Zach back? No, Zach was there. Ken Dryden on there. Guy, limited career, but number of Stanley Cups in that time.
It was 6 and 9 years or something like that.
One Vesnas, was then a politician, a professor, a lawyer, did it all. Just a fascinating
The fact
life
that he's a
with Ken
lawyer,
Dryden.
yeah.
President of the Maple Leafs for some reason.
He's like super educated.
Was
That's
in
so dope.
broadcasting for a period of time.
Yeah.
That one I saw that I was like, "Oh, that sucks." When I
That
saw
one,
that news on
yeah.
Saturday, like it's 78, and I'm like, "No, not Ken." Like that was a sad one. So, but what a life he had. What a fascinating life he had. And I'll just always remember he was a pen pal of Dave Jameson's.
That's amazing.
R.I.P.
That's one like I know my dad always talked about. My dad was a huge Habs fan. Ken Dryden. I think my dad still likes the Habs. I'm not sure. I have to ask him. But yeah, man. Like icon in the game, almost like had that mystique and aura to him. You're like, wow, that guy did all that. And why did he retire? Was it 1980 or 79 he retired? You're like, what are you gonna do, Ken? And then I'll become was he not a senator too?
He was just an MP. He
MP.
wasn't even a
Okay,
senator.
so
Like that's
MP,
appointed. He was
lawyer.
legit voted in.
Yeah.
Was he not a minister? Yeah, he was a minister even at one
Minister,
point.
Okay.
Why did he stop playing?
I think he just wanted to do
He
other
was done.
stuff.
Yeah.
Climbed the mountain so many times.
Well, obviously, Hockey Hall of Famer as well. Has the Order of Canada. In 17 was named as one of the league's 100 greatest players.
Yes.
Then also Order of Hockey in Canada won that award. Just everything. Just everything. Just a fascinating career. Would write like op-eds for like the New York Times and stuff every so while. Like it was a crazy life.
That's a guy, like, truly you could point to and be like, that's an example of something you can strive to be like. That's a role model.
Yeah.
A true role model. Where it seems like he was a genuinely just good person. Intellect, athlete, 5-tool player. 5-tool person.
Yeah. Good
That's
use
cool.
of 5-tool as
We
well.
lost a good one.
Yeah, that was too bad. One thing I do know, if there's an organization of hockey that knows how to do ceremonies and stuff well,
Habs.
it's the Habs. With class, with elegance. That one that they'll do for Ken Dryden, I'm sure that they'll have, will be something else.
The Jean Beliveau funeral, the Guy Lafleur funeral, Rocket Richard funeral, like those were, like they had them like lying in state at center ice.
But even just the opening of the games, like with Beliveau,
yeah.
they had his seat. They changed the backing so it had his number.
Yeah.
Like it's just like it's brilliance in a way that they go handle this with elegance. Whoever they have doing it is just they know what buttons to press.
Matty, I swear by it. I know it's not the Montreal Forum, but Bell Center is the cathedral of hockey, in my opinion. Like you go to a game there and you just get chills. 21,000, steep lower bowl. They only hang Stanley Cup banners. Only hang Stanley Cup banners.
You only got a lot of those.
They do. And I know a lot of them were in the original 6, but
They've also won the last one of Canada.
they did. And what did they? They had one in the 80s. They won 4 in a row in the 70s. They knocked off the Bruins. Was it in 71? So they've done it in the expansion era too. Yeah, they do hockey right. Like if you ever get a chance to go to a Habs game on a Saturday night at Bell Center, I know we're fortunate to have a great vibe here. It's a wonderful thing. We have a great tradition here. Calgary it feels good to go to a Saturday night game at the Saddle Dome, even though that building sucks and they're going to get a new one soon. Vancouver's okay. Toronto, very sterile. Ottawa, But Montreal, man, if you get Winnipeg's excellent too, by the way. You get a chance to go to a Winnipeg game, a Montreal game on a Saturday night, you'll just feel it.
Yeah, I've done it. It's good.
They won 10 Stanley Cups post-expansion. They won the first one post-expansion. So they won 68, 69, 71, 73, 76, 77, 78, 79, 86, 93.
Yeah.
So they won a fair amount. Like the Leafs, we could say they won a lot. It's all pre-expansion.
Yeah.
They actually won when there was more teams and more competition. They still found ways to win. So that is a special franchise.
Toronto has not. What was it? They haven't won a
Great
game in
logo.
June, and they've never made it more than 2 rounds. Well, they've never gotten past the third round.
Yeah.
They've only won 2 rounds in a playoff. Ever.
Yeah. Quality work.
So I'm not sure if you guys see outside that there's a harvest moon happening.
Okay.
No, have you though? Haven't you seen when you're driving
Is
how
it the
gorgeous
red
it
moon?
is? Yes, it's that nice
And?
September moon. And I just wanted to tell everybody the spiritual meaning behind it.
Tell us.
Okay, so it's basically you have to let go of all your baggage, your emotional baggage, and unresolved issues. So let it go coming into autumn, because that's what it's symbolizing. Autumn is near. So let all that stuff go. Let the past go. Let the Stanley Cup Finals go, and let's go into this new season with optimism. Manifest good energy. And if you do, that's what you will have is your new baggage.
Interesting.
Okay? Positivity.
Let it go.
I guess I'm just happy because my fantasy won yesterday too. Like badly. But yeah. I thought you could just, spreading the word. What, Maddie? You was giving the look of what the hell are you
Just sitting here.
That's
I'm just letting you talk and explain this. I have
Yeah.
nothing to add.
yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, it's a little sad story you guys just shared. So in the moment of
Sadness.
So let it go?
Let it go. Like Ken Dryden.
I don't know. Like it's.
don't you do that again.
Oh, I don't know. It's just like letting.
When Giorgio Armani.
Your whole thing right now is let it go.
Well, I'm a little bit
And now
sad about
I had
George.
nothing to say about the. I didn't connect it to that, but you're like, well, you said something sad, so now here's the thing I'm going to say, which what you said was let it go.
Let it go and get prosperity and good fortune.
I have no problem letting go of Giorgio Armani passing away. Like,
No, but you guys
It's
were
sad,
on my
but-
case.
No, because you said he died. He dead.
Anyway, you did.
Whatever. He gone.
just like that.
Anywho, so when you see the moon, just know what I told you. I hope everybody the best of good fortune.
It's very nice. of
Right?
you.
Yes. And let the past be the past.
Okay.
Okay. Because I'm really talking about the Oilers. I'm sure everybody picked up on that. But
I didn't say anything. I'm just, you looks like you grabbed your
Literally didn't
phone.
say anything.
You're looking at it. Looks like you have something that you're going to bring up. So I'm leaving
Okay.
the floor.
Okay.
And then I
Okay.
just get what?
well,
Collingwood Rob. Good point. Says, does this mean Lieutenant Eric has to forgive Jasmine over the spilled pot of tea?
he did. He forgave me. That's also up for an SC. Yeah, he
Are you
forgave
making
me.
stuff? Is it actually, Matthew? The
It's one of the
forgiveness?
controversy of the years.
Is it?
Yeah, the Nasties went wild because you were gone that week on
Oh,
vacation. So
gotcha.
it was.
Well, yeah. Do you know the whole story of it?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to break it down
You
from
don't know
my
this?
POV.
Okay, I need to know.
I walked into the building one morning. I go to the office or to the kitchen to see. Usually Eric has a pot of coffee on.
Yeah.
I go there, it's tea. Sometimes Gager makes tea the night before.
Yes.
So, but the green light is on, which means, okay, it's fresh. Clearly somebody in the studio is making this.
You're going to have a cup?
And then there's a couple of even packets on the side that strictly said like throat coating or something. So I was like, okay, so there's somebody's making a tea. I'm going to leave it. Like, okay, I'm not having a coffee type
Right,
thing, whatever.
right.
Jasmine comes in and she's, I need a coffee. And then she comes and sits down to start the hangout and tells me that she just threw out the tea. There was a big pot of tea left. Like this wasn't like a little bit left. This is like a full, like a half pot, over a half. Pours it out. Didn't ask whether anyone was done with it. Didn't pour it into mugs or anything. Just dumped it and made herself a
Two
coffee.
sides.
And then made herself a coffee.
And it said throat coating on a little note.
Absolutely. And the green light was on, so it was fresh.
You know this. You've worked with
Eric
this pot.
then didn't come to work for a few days after that because he needed that throat coating. He
didn't
was
come to
sick.
work the next day.
He couldn't come in for a couple of days.
Wait, there's two sides to the story.
And
Rude.
so like she just threw away the tea.
There's two sides to this story.
You have an uphill battle right now.
No, this is so unfair. It was Dash on the show. Okay, it was us three. It was very quiet. Actually, nobody was here. It was Dusty and LT in there. Maddie was in his office.
There never was anyone here.
Well,
It's like the start of the
Today,
day.
when we started, Tom was here, you were here, I was here. Just the same as Dash was here, you were here, and I was here.
okay, all right. Well, I was getting some peace and quiet. I needed a coffee. And I noticed that the pot was diluted though. Like it was like
It's
as if
tea.
it's
What
like
do you think tea looks like?
It's like it's run its course already. And it was
Was it hot?
Yes, the green light was on.
You can't win this argument.
And tea is supposed to be diluted. It is diluted. You take tea bags, you put it in water.
I feel like because I made the executive decision for the greater good for me not to be cranky that day.
So instead, her greater good is for her and not for Tom or for Eric.
And you knocked him out of action the next game.
Oh,
And also, like, could have just gone to someone and be like, "Hey, is anyone still drinking
The
this
show
tea?
was starting.
Or can I make a coffee?" Which then she then says, "Well, I wanted a coffee." The show was starting. Which how many times have we gone and had like, "Hey, can somebody grab us a coffee?" and they bring us a coffee.
Or you could like be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go grab my coffee really quickly," and the other two people can carry on the conversation.
No, because then
That's part of the hangout. It's
Or you could have
very
asked
easy
for
going.
like, "Hey,
I didn't know there
Eric,
was a
do you need
button."
that tea?" No. Okay, do you mind if I make a
You're
coffee or
so
something?
mad at me right
How?
now.
I'm not mad. I'm
Wait.
just disappointed.
No, this is not fair because I feel like he already did the tea course and then he just put more water in there. So it was like.
Did you know that?
As a tea drinker,
Did you? Maybe this is
as
the
a
way
tea
you know
drinker,
this.
that's what I saw.
Right, but he maybe drinks his tea differently than you.
And I was ripped a new one all week, and then LT died, and then there was like memorials for him on Twitter.
He was gone. Then he was not on air for a number of days after that.
You knocked him out of action.
It was. I felt awful after, but I think the best part was that I made the one cup of coffee.
Oh yeah, no, I forgot that part too. She didn't even make a pot.
Shut up.
She didn't make like a half a pot, which like could kind of make sense, or a full pot. She made enough for her.
That's selfish.
Even though like the rest of the day people come in and drink coffee. Like I
Yeah.
made a full pot today because
Wait.
Eric's not here, so there's a full pot on, which hopefully I'll have a little bit more after. But she's like, I didn't want it to go to waste.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
don't
going to
want
go to waste because by the
made
time.
one cup.
I didn't want it to go to waste
Because we have
I
a
thought-
full day of
No, 'cause
people
the
coming
boy-
in.
the boys come
Myself
in a
still
little
here.
later.
Jay coming in. We'll drink
thought they made
it.
the one-
Reed
fresh
comes
pot.
in. Hernan comes in. Zach comes in.
I know, but I thought they're gonna come a little later, so they maybe want a fresher
So
pot.
and then so she made a
rather than
cup.
one
Did you
at
clean
9.
it when you were done?
I always wash the pot.
Did you clean the grinds out of the top when
I'm
you
almost
filled your pot?
positive I did
that's
because
a
I
no.
I
That's
know
a no.
no. I'm almost. I think Zach was there. I'm almost positive I did.
So you made
Zach
him do
wouldn't
it?
have been there.
No, I did. And then you know what though? I bought a kettle for
No.
us. I bought
No.
a kettle and I put it in the kitchen.
But you made
That's
enough
very
for
nice of you.
one, so there's nothing left. So why didn't you clean it right then and there?
Yeah.
Why did you
because
wait
we
till
were
after?
doing the show, and I only made the one because I needed to get on the show, and I didn't realize there was a button to pause.
There's
the
not
coffee.
a button. You just actually literally take
Yeah,
it off
yeah,
and pour it.
I didn't know
That's what I
that.
did this morning.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm
I just
sorry,
pulled it
LT.
off,
Yeah, I
poured
know.
it. So that's why it's a
I'm-
controversy of the year.
Oh, this is going right to
No,
the top of
no
my list.
regard for Eric.
Yep.
No regard for the tea they made. The money he bought those tea bags just gone,
Gone. 30 cents each.
and then only made enough for herself and no
That's
one
the
else.
kicker. Right there.
No one, because no one else might want coffee the rest of the day.
Everybody has coffee around
I'm
here.
sorry. And like Dusty the next day, Benny the next day, LT. Oh, I'm sorry.
Rightly so.
Hernan guys, they were all just on my case. I didn't
Why
realize.
Why wouldn't they be? That was a terrible,
I
selfish
didn't
move.
realize. Yeah.
Did you realize? Do you today realize? Actually, no, because you're defending it still. Realize how wrong you were. Do you realize how you were in the wrong?
Like I said,
You can't win.
See, she's not even saying she was in the wrong.
I know.
I said sorry.
That doesn't mean. Were you in the wrong? Did you do something wrong?
Eric, I apologize, guys. I'm sorry.
That's it.
I've let
This
you
is
down.
right now. Was
I
I'm
won't
sorry
do
you
it
were offended
again.
type thing.
Oh,
I'm a
well,
bad
I am sorry you
teammate.
guys are offended.
Okay, but the question
I'm
is,
not offended.
did you do something wrong?
No, because I do it again.
See?
This is worse than me in the draft.
This is my point. Like this is
Yeah.
she doesn't even know that.
I
Even
got
though
a cup of
everyone
coffee and
else,
a show went
like,
on.
a
Wow.
unanimous vote around the building is Jasmine, you did something wrong. A unanimous vote with all the nasties. is,
Maybe-
Yeah, Jasmine you did something wrong. Here, no, I didn't do anything wrong.
Maybe I should have maybe made the coffee pot, but like a full cup of coffee, but
That's
for
not the
everybody.
biggest
But like
one.
I,
You should have asked
Thank you.
about
you know,
the tea.
okay, how about this,
Yes.
Tommy? Fine. How about this?
What?
He betrayed me. He
You
betrayed
can't
me.
put this on him.
No, I did
Yes,
not.
you did.
I did not because
The
that
show-
was no.
you-
Dash wasn't here that day. It was Damon Bunting. I remember this
Oh
now.
yeah.
Because
You can't get your
I
stuff
it was
right.
Damon. Yeah.
So she sits
yeah.
down to start the hangout and she tells me about this and it's like, what are we going to talk about
Yeah,
in the hangout?
Damon
Now we're going to
looks at
talk
me.
about this.
Have to.
But I started the show We could go back into the tapes. I said, welcome to the Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada Storage Experts. Mo 2 decades helping Canadians to life transition. Canadian Storage buyer by Canadians. Matt Iwanyk, Jasmine Sidhu, Damon Bunting here with us. And how are we doing today? And Jasmine's like, okay, we're going to get into the tea. And the coffee. She brought it up herself.
Because I had so much
didn't
anxiety.
say anything. I didn't say a single thing.
No, wait
and
a second.
She brought it up.
Hey, that's like seeing a fresh dog poo from a 100-pound dog and stepping right into it. Well
You
done.
brought it up.
Well
So
done.
I tell Maddie, that's true. Damon was sitting right there. I was sitting right
Yeah.
there. And I tell Maddie, I'm like, hey, Maddie, like, I just jumped out, like, the water.
Yeah.
And I didn't even call it tea, I don't think. And I'm like, oh, whatever, I just got the coffee. He's like, you did what? You did what? He's like, I'm definitely talking about this. Like, no, I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. Do. Like, this music starts, and I'm like, okay.
You brought it up.
I had to get
You
it off.
told me about it.
Because you
'Cause I
knew
didn't
guilty
know
But what do you
Gonna
conscience.
hit me with
Why are we
it.
gonna not? You can't come into the hangout right when it's about to start and tell me something like we're not allowed to talk about this though.
You brought it up.
And then you're
Have
the
to talk
first
about
one to brought it up on air.
I secretly think you wanted to talk about it.
Like
From
'cause
guilt.
you could have sat down, and that's why she said something because of the guilt. You could
Exactly.
have sat down and just did the show, and I wouldn't have known anything about it, and we wouldn't have talked about it on air.
I felt betrayed.
That's okay. You betrayed Eric, and I'm going to defend Eric. You betrayed the office in a sense there, and you still don't think you did anything wrong. Now you're trying to deflect to put this on me when you're the one who did this. So so it's up for controvery.
Well,
Yes, therefore
well
it's up
deserved.
for controversy here.
That is rude beyond belief.
Okay, all right. I didn't know you didn't know, so now you know.
I had no clue. I was at the rink in
I
the
didn't
morning.
want to be
I
toxic.
tried to listen. I did listen on my way in, but,
Didn't want to be toxic.
but
so.
it was the morning show. When I was,
She didn't want to be toxic, but she was toxic.
well, I mean, you allowed the toxicity of Eric's illness to grow further, and then you brought it up to Maddie, which led to toxic discussion right out of the gate on the show.
Actually, I wonder if I could quickly find it.
You set yourself up to lose that one. You shot yourself in the foot. I'm voting for that one.
So, let's move on from this.
Wait, just hold up a second.
People are texting in about it.
Well, I
I'm
want to
not gonna
see
lie
if
to
I
you.
could find the episode. Here it is. Let me get this going. EdmontonSportsTalk.com, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Apple Music. Those watching on YouTube or listening to this on podcast, wherever you get your podcast. Matt Iwanyk with you here today. Jasmine is in today. And Damon Bunting, our favorite realtor, is here today as well. I'll just quickly, how are we doing today?
Fantastic.
Excellent. Jasmine,
A little tired, so I needed a coffee.
you just led me up to this evening. She went
Set
right into
yourself
it.
up.
And she's sitting there when you look at it. She's like, I needed a coffee. Like she wanted me to then, well, I can't now not talk about it.
And there was a snicker
Yes.
while you were setting
Yes.
things up. You wanted to talk about it.
I wanted to get caught.
Well, not even there. Like you,
Yeah.
Matt, okay, we're talking about this, like, because now what, I'm not supposed to say anything?
I'll get you back.
You
for
wanted
this.
it.
Anyways, SCs on Tuesday.
Next
Vote-
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
What about them?
Yeah. I was gonna actually ask you guys. So Netflix has some crazy documentaries on right now that are in the top 10. Have you guys had a chance to watch the two I am talking about? Are
Have to do with the Estes?
no, it just has to be with moving on because of Harvest Moon and letting go.
Okay.
And new energy.
Collingwood Rob says talk about contradiction to good karma, but anyway,
Oh, please.
continue.
I got a kettle. Okay, sorry.
Which actually did get used. Somebody made a tea recently, and I think they used the
hope it was
coffee
Eric.
pot.
Oh
I
my
hope
God,
it was
really?
Eric.
Might have been Gager.
Oh,
okay.
that's funny.
It works well.
Okay, so the documentaries I'm talking about is the raw. Okay, first the high school catfish unknown caller. You guys watched it?
No.
Have you, Maddie?
Never heard of it.
Okay, I will not spoil anything because it is wild.
I won't be watching it, so.
Well, okay.
I
don't have Netflix.
Maybe I'll watch. I don't know, but like
Well, it doesn't help because
high school catfish. Give me the synopsis of it.
there was a girl and a boy, their boyfriend girlfriend, and they were both getting harassed by a number like all day, 24/7. Like it was psychotic. For some reason, they didn't change the number. The police got involved later, and they were trying to figure out who it is, right? And basically, at the end, here it is. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! It was the mom.
What?
The daughter, the daughter's mom, like her own, she was harassing her own daughter.
Why?
Exactly. So this is the reason I brought this up is because the documentary was very interesting. Clearly there's mental health issues there and the mom is psycho, but they never brought a psychiatrist or a doctor or anything to talk about her mom's behavior. And the mom did the documentary willingly.
She sounds like a psycho.
They must have got paid though, because sometimes I hear you don't really get paid, but you can make other ways to market yourself to get paid.
Motivation to try to earn a quick buck.
I just wish you guys watched it because there's just so many people are saying that she had a crush on the boyfriend who was obviously a child at the time, and then whatever, she was jealous of her daughter. It was just the most bizarre documentary. Yeah. And then they had like cameras of when they confronted the mom and the dad. So the mom was fired from 2 of her jobs. She's pretty smart. I guess she was in like tech and IT. And the best part was the dad was just more rattled that she lied about being fired from her job.
She sounds messed up. Han Shorkoff says, Unknown Number is the most expletive up documentary ever. Not scary or murder or anything, just expletive up.
Yeah, because people like that live amongst us. Like, it's wild. Second one I wanted to talk to you guys about quickly was the Ron Con Revenge. It's basically there's a lady who's a victim of the Twindler swindler. She's a private investigator now, her and another.
A Tinder swindler?
Yeah.
I remember watching that one.
Yeah.
It was D-bag, but.
Yeah. So now they did a whole doc where they go and catch a bunch of people that do this. So it's very common still and people are falling for it. I found it to be quite fascinating. Good. It's a good watch as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
The official drink of the EST Hangout is the Finnish long drink legend in 1952 drink unlike any other sparkling refreshment. Real liquor, longdrink.com/Canada. You can enter your postal code and find a liquor store establishment nearest you with the long drink in stock. I need to quickly get to Play Alberta over under before this wraps up. The show wraps up because we only got a couple minutes. Play Alberta, playalberta.ca, new improved app, improved numbers for all major league sports, including the NFL at Play Alberta, EST Sports. YEG 50, deposit 50, get a $50 free sports bet. However, at Play Alberta, next Tuesday is the SC's over under 2.5 middle fingers. Jasmine shows
over easily because people are gonna be grilling her. So I think over on middle fingers. I feel like she'll get them out of the way during the program and not at the after party, but definitely over. I would put it at like 4.5 to be honest with you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jasmine, over under 2.5.
I don't know. Maybe under?
She's not
Well,
sure
up to
about
you,
that. She
yeah.
is not sure about that, which tells me there will be at least a couple middle fingers.
Yeah.
Still, for
I
sure.
was trying to decide which type of shades and scarf I have to wear again with like all the bad press.
Yeah, she came in the next time on the Hangout with Dash. I was with Dash, and she did
Well
dress
played.
up. It was actually
Well
pretty funny. Supersized Indiana Jones, Big Uke. Always take the over, Maddie.
Always take the over.
Well played.
I'm back on the show Friday. Usually I'm not on Fridays, but I'll be on Friday.
Excellent.
Yeah. And then I will give you guys a rumor report. I think maybe I can save it. Should I save it or should I just tell everybody?
Tease us.
It's about the Morgan Wallen concert.
Oh,
Connor McDavid's going to walk out with
And
Morgan Wallen.
Draisaitl. Both of them are going to walk out with him. Thank you for this. Yes, I think so.
I don't know. Apparently he does a walkout. I've never known this.
Yeah, I don't
but
You didn't see
Jose-
him with Batista
I
doing the
saw
backflip?
that. I didn't know
He
there
hit
was a
the wife.
walkout. But it's just one of those like, okay, cool. Who else are you going to get?
Thanks. I thought it was cool.
Katie Lang. Katie Lang.
Who would be a fun one to get?
Chad Kroger.
It would be cool
Oh,
if they got
please.
an
You're so
elk.
basic.
That would be fun.
That would be.
But if we're going to go for the more joking way, give me Will Fraser. I want Will Fraser to be
Turn
doing.
your headlights on. It was great to see Will this morning.
Back
Man,
on
he's
Friday.
good, dude. Excellent.
He's back on Friday.
Excellent.
Tomorrow we've got Sobe Kirk, one of the Nasty Club member winners.
Excellent.
Wednesday's Belzy. Thursday, Patty.
Patty was texting me. I saw his
CBH
brother
Patty.
Jeremy the other day too.
Yeah, he's going to be in on Thursday. He was at the U.S. Open last weekend, not this one, the one prior.
How did he end up there?
He was in New York for some stuff, and then he was telling me before he was going, he's going to try to get to the U.S. Open. And I said, yeah, did you go? And I think he saw Felix.
That's
Oh,
cool.
nice. Yeah,
I think he saw there. So I have
My
to talk to
cousins
Patty
were
about
there
that.
too, watching Felix. Shout out Russian.
So
Pretty penny they paid. Yeah.
Right.
yeah, it's always fun having Patty around and seeing Patty. So he's supposed to be on the Hangout later this week too. And then Yeah, it's going to be great. EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage. Canada Storage experts, more than 2 decades helping Canadians through life's transition. Right now, 4 weeks free on select units. Check them out, sentinel.ca. Lock Shop coming up next. We've got the Oil Stream. We've got EST Afternoons. We've got the Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. That's going to take you up until 6 o'clock. Jasmine, as she said, she will be back in on Friday. On behalf of Jasmine, Tommy, I am Matt. Thanks for tuning in to the Hangout here in Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton Sports presented by Play Alberta. Lock Shop with Dusty and us coming up in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go. There you go, right in front of the camera.
First-time guest, long-time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Zola with here. Joining us today.